welcome everybody to an early edition of the Dad Hat Chronicle Sports Show. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad Hat. With me, we got two of our. You know what? Tonight they're going to be coming in and out. You know, it's just how this is how it's going to be tonight. But we're very excited because this is the NFL Draft Edition. We are going to be watching it as well as you guys. So thank you for joining us. Whoever can join us tonight. So thank you for everybody for doing so. I am excited, man. I'm super excited that we get to watch some NFL draft, right? Hopefully our teams. Here's the thing, though, right? Because I was joking with you on Tuesday, Donnie, that for a lot of teams, like my team, this is like our Super Bowl, right? This is our Super Bowl because why? He sucks so bad for so long that
right.
this is what we get to look forward, right? The hope. This is where the hope starts. So. The producer's at the line buying some beer, so we're gonna include him here in a minute when he gets back. But Mr. Mayor, you got what you got going on tonight? What's your hat and what are we drinking tonight?
Well, my hat, obviously, nice little Panthers hat. I picked this one up. I think I got this. Where did I grab this one at? I got this on sale for $7.49
Nice.
at I think it was at Walmart actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's a nice little dad hat. I mean, it's got the Carolina Panthers on the back, the buckle there.
Yeah, I like the
Panthers on
fact
the
that
brim.
the eyelets and the buttons are black and not just the same color as the blue.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. It's like a little different, not just solid blue. Got the little Panthers on the bill a little bit there, and it's just a team apparel hat. Nothing fancy about it, but
I
for
like it. It looks good.
750, I was like, why not? So I've had this one for a little while. Also wearing, as I showed you before the show, my 2015 replica Cam Newton NFC Championship ring. And drinking, I have a few of these left in the refrigerator that I pulled out, and most appropriate, they are from a milk chocolate stout, and it's from New Glarus Brewing in Wisconsin, since that's where the draft.
Very apropos. Okay,
Yeah, and you can
okay.
only get this in Wisconsin. So my buddy Jay brought me some, and I still had a couple. So I was like, these are the perfect draft beers.
I like it. And the producer has a massive beer going on right now. Sweet Jesus. What's going on, Mr. Producer? I know you're on location right now, so talk to us.
Yeah, so currently we're in a rain delay, so game hasn't started yet. But for hat for today, I've got the Wichita Turbo Tubs, and I am drinking a straight to ale Bullpen Sessions. It's a session IPA. So this is my second one, by the way, so we're going to be for a fun night.
Oh, my God.
That's the great thing about sessions. They're easier to drink than regular IPA, so you can drink more of them.
There you go.
And just because Eric and Patrick aren't here, I'm going to give you a little go pokes tonight.
Yeah, sure. What's up, Mike? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Mike.
Guys, put it in the comments. What's your team what are you hoping to that your team draft tonight? Who do they want to draft tonight? As far as myself, I'm wearing my Cleveland Browns jersey. It does have my name on it. It was a Christmas gift. So with my number 27 for that's my favorite number. So I'm wearing that tonight, my 47, and then I am drinking tonight Red Oak because I'm wearing brown. So I figured I represent the home team of the Carolina Panthers for a Carolina beer. So there you go.
There you go. Nice.
Guys, this is this is going to be super informal tonight. So guys, we're going to watch it. People are going to be watching the draft. I'm watching the draft right now. I have it on right now as I'm watching the commissioner ride into the stage with a bike. He's literally riding on a bicycle right now. That's
he's got Clay Matthews there with him. Oh, some of the other Packer players too. Yeah.
Yeah, good for them, man. That's awesome. I mean,
that's Aaron Rodgers there.
Nope. He can stay out. He can definitely stay out. The funny thing is,
I did spot somebody in the crowd wearing an Aaron Rodgers Cal jersey, though, which was kind of interesting.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Is that Lil Wayne? That is Lil Wayne.
Yeah, it is Lil Wayne, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be an interesting night. All right. So obviously, number one, we all know who's going to be, right? I mean, we figure who is going to be number one drafted. Do we agree it's Cam Ward at this point?
If it's not, it'll be a shock.
I would be surprised. I don't think they're going to do the 11th experiment for another year. I think it's going to be Ward.
So do I. I think it's like, let's not mess around with this. Let's just go straight for what we need, which is they need a a quarterback. Mike says on X's, I'm a Bengals fan. They need to strengthen their defense, hopefully to draft a good defensive end, defensive back, linebacker, and address the offensive line. I was just going to say that for the Bengals, they need some help at offensive line. They need to keep Burrow up, man, because, man, that kid is getting hit and is getting injured, and you need him. That's your best player in the whole team. You need to keep him playing. So I agree. Producer, do you have a football team?
I do not.
You're more college, right?
I'm more college. That's what kind of happens when you're growing up in Alabama. You don't really follow pro.
You follow the pro that is Alabama.
I'm not going to say I follow Alabama. I'm just saying you follow college football.
I got you. Okay, I got you.
I think he goes the route of not following Alabama, so he follows all the other cool, smaller schools.
Exactly.
You're a good man. See, I like the smaller schools when it comes to college. That's how I am too. I like the smaller schools. Okay, so obviously, for the Browns, they need help everywhere. But I want to talk about your Carolina Panthers. We really didn't talk about the Carolina Panthers on Tuesday as far as what they need, as far as help is concerned. What are you thinking, Mr. Mayor?
I mean, in my opinion, I don't know if it's what they're looking for, but like I told you earlier too, we got to get some receivers. I mean, we got to get some people to throw to. You can never go wrong with bettering your offensive line, especially with a young quarterback. So I hope we can do a little bit there as well. We used to have such a good defense, and we let Brian Burns go, we let some other guys go. I mean, the one thing Matt Rule did was he built the defense. I mean, it was solid, and then they just kind of let it fall apart. So
and Luke Kuechly there, but with him retiring, man, that was a gut punch right there.
Exactly. So, I mean, I hope they will pick up some guys in the defensive side, some linebacker, defensive line guys. I don't know that we need, defensive back guys. I don't think we need as much on the defensive line right now.
Right.
I mean, you can't ever go wrong, but we got to get some weapons. I mean, we've got to get at least a good receiver, maybe add to the running back a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Because we're getting old in some of these spots.
So do you think their first draft pick is going to be a receiver?
I hope it is. I don't know that it will be, but I hope that it is. Because there's a couple of receivers that are on that stage that are there for the draft in person that would definitely be somebody I'd like to have.
It's funny. I can't remember where I listened to. I think it's either on ESPN or on the Dan Patrick Show. But that this draft is more of filling the need, not really the want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're filling at the positions that they need. So that's where you're going to start seeing a lot of those drafts. All right, officially started. So the Tennessee Titans are on the clock. So here we go. Okay, so obviously we know most likely it's going to be Cam Ward, right?
Yeah, they're going to milk that 10 minutes for sure.
I was just going to ask you that. Like, you think they're going to milk the whole thing?
Yeah, you got to build suspense.
But he's just going to sit there. Look at him. He's just like, ugh. You know how see, you guys already know me. I am a fan of, I want chaos. I just want to see chaos. So it's like, if you want to start, the Tennessee Titans start from chaos, draft Shedeur Sanders right off the bat, just for the hell of it, would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I would die. Right? Or draft somebody like Abdul Carter, like the defensive end for Penn State. Something different that like no one expects, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to Carolina getting him, but I don't know that he'll be ready or be available when they're ready.
Abdul Carter?
Yeah.
No, I think he's going number 3.
He'll be gone. Yeah.
He'll be gone by then. What pick is Carolina?
What are they, 7?
Yeah.
I'm ready to pull it up here too to make sure I've got it in front of me.
That's what I was just gonna do too. I don't think he's gonna be there, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Let's take a look here. Yeah. So you got number 1, Tennessee, number 2, Cleveland, number 3, New York, number 4, New England, number 5 is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. So
I'll be surprised if he makes it below 4.
Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no! I think he's going 3. If Cleveland doesn't pick him up, New York Giants is going to pick him up.
So here's a question I have for you guys, though. With some of the recent reports I've been seeing, how far do you think Sanders will be dropping?
I don't know that anybody's going to put a lot of stock in that. The stuff that's going around. I mean, I don't know.
I see. If New Orleans doesn't pick him up, then you're gonna see. That's when you're gonna start seeing a lot of people like trying to get back into the first round to pick him up, right? Possibly Cleveland, right? Because that's one of the teams that they were saying that's like, there could be a possibility that Cleveland gets Travis Hunter at number 2 and then try to get back in front of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who would pick up Shedeur Sanders to get Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, I mean, New Orleans is number 9 pick.
That's what I'm saying right there.
I think he could go right there, to be honest with you. I don't see him going before that.
But if he drops out of the number 9, if New Orleans doesn't pick him up, you're looking into 19, 20, 21.
Yeah. Unless somebody trades up to get it. But I don't even see why you would trade up, because there's nobody between 10 and maybe 10 and
20.
19 that need 10 and 20 that need a quarterback. Yeah, so
what do you think, Virgil?
See, when you guys talk about New Orleans, I don't know if they would draft him right away. I feel like they have other needs. No, I mean, like, Spencer Rattler's not the best quarterback, of course, but I mean, I feel like their line's been a bigger problem than anything. I feel like they're going to focus on that.
Yeah. I'll say this, though. I would not be mad if Cleveland goes for Abdul Carter. Imagine Abdul Carter right, on the opposite side of Myles Garrett on that offensive line.
Oh, I would totally do it.
I kind of thought they were going to do that because I don't know how much Garrett has left.
I agree. But my God, how dominant of a defensive line would that be? Whoa.
By the way, is the background sound coming in a lot or not?
No, we're good. Don't worry, man. You're good.
You're okay. It's not too bad.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, I thought about that with him because when they talked about in the offseason, Garrett was like, I don't even know if I want to come back, and all that drama that went on. And they worked it all out. But at the same time, it's like, he's getting long in the tooth a little bit, and maybe you should go ahead and get the guy that's going to be his sort of replacement, if you will.
Yeah.
While you can.
Yeah. I mean, that's not, again, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but like, for draft purposes, Cleveland is in a great position right now. You know what I mean? Because you can't go wrong. You either pick up Travis Hunter, which is obviously an outstanding player that, wide receiver, cornerback, he's going to want to play both. And if you don't pick him up and you pick up Abdul Carter, dude, that's a bona fide, off defensive lineman right there that will be going right with Myles Garrett. So they're in a great position right now for them.
Absolutely. So the pick is in, so we're getting close.
There's the third option.
Yeah.
Someone blows them away at a trade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, the thing is, the Browns have 10 picks. Only the Ravens and 49ers have more picks in this draft.
Yep.
So it's just a matter of, and some of the people like the Steelers only have 6 picks. If they're going to move up, they better get the guy, because they're not going to have any picks left after they trade a few. I don't think they will either. I don't think they're going to burn up picks.
I don't think they will. I think the Steelers are going to be one of those situations. If they don't pick up Shedeur Sanders at 21, watch for now at that point, then Aaron Rodgers or someone else signing with Pittsburgh to be that bridge quarterback until they get something else.
Right. Exactly.
Again, this is not a great draft for quarterbacks, right? They were just saying that, Cam Ward would have been the 5th or 6th best quarterback in the draft last year.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there he goes. There he goes.
Here we go. You probably are ahead of me, so
I must be ahead of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's Cam Ward. You
Yep.
know, so this is fascinating. This whole,
I
like,
mean, to me, that was kind of as close as you could get to the only kind of known pick. Like everybody pretty much knew that was going to be the first pick.
yeah,
From here on out, it's like, oh shoot, what are they going to do?
right, exactly. So there again, Cam Ward. That's just it just makes sense, you know.
Ooh, Cleveland just traded the pick to
Yeah, I know.
Jacksonville.
I just saw that. The Browns are trading the
Oh,
number 2 overall pick, a 4th round pick, and a 6th round pick to the Jaguars. The Jaguars are trading the number 5 overall pick, a 2nd round, a 4th round, and their 2026 first round pick to the Browns. So there you go.
all right. So do they go after Carter for their defense, or do they go after Hunter? Which is still kind of defense, but kind of all purpose.
Right. At that point, I think what's going on, Joe? Good evening from Daniel Fairley Stadium in Wilmington, Delaware, home of the Wilmington Blue Rocks. Welcome to the U.S.,
All
my
right,
friend.
Joe. Good to have you.
Okay, so I'm a little disappointed. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed.
They just kind of took the air out of your sail there for a second.
Yeah, it
you know?
did. You know, but let's see what's up. All right, so now we shift to the Jaguars, right? The Jaguars now have that pick, the number 2 pick. What's their need?
Well, did they drop? So they got the 5th pick now. So did they drop too far to get Carter as well? If they,
Yes.
They're obviously passing on Hunter because that's who you would think they would take at
Well,
2.
So the Jaguars could either go for Abdul Carter to get ahead of the New York Giants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think Hunter falls to 5 either at that point.
God, no.
So the Browns are pretty much giving up either one of those guys.
Yeah, they're giving up on both. Oh my God, that makes me angry. See, that makes me angry. What's up, Mike?
Mike.
So
do I need to add this for next year's hate tournament?
the Browns, yeah. Let's put him right back in the list.
Specifically, this draft trade pick.
I would just put the Browns draft room as what would be.
I just don't get it. You have so many needs right now.
They do this every year to you, though.
Oh my God!
They have so many picks, and they always make such horrible picks, and it just keeps going round and round. It's like the Truman Show. It just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating.
Oh God, this is so like. Yeah.
Oh man, you think they overpaid to move up to number 2? I don't think so. What was it? They gave the 5th pick and a late round pick.
They gave up the.
I mean, the
second
Jaguars
round.
have 10 picks.
Well, they gave up the 5th, the 2nd round pick, which is number 36, a 4th round pick, and their 1st round next year. The Jaguars did.
Oh, okay, so I didn't see the 1st round next year. Yeah, that might be a little bit overbid.
I kind of agree with that being overpay on that.
That means the Jaguars are desperate.
Yeah, because then now they won't have another pick until 3 or 3rd round. They'll have 2 3rd round picks, 1 4th, and they're basically selling out next year. Well, they could eventually trade and get another 1st round pick next year, depending on how things go. But
I don't like it.
Yeah, but it gives them. Okay, so they got the 2nd overall pick here. They also got a 4th round. So they traded.
I mean, listen.
They basically traded 4th round picks.
Yeah, listen. The Jaguars did overpay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. There you go. Joe says that he's a Raiders fan, so he feels my pain. I get it. You get it.
How funny if they did this for Sanders.
Oh yeah, I think if that's the case, they're going for Shador Sanders. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about the Browns?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so, because they could get him at 5th pick.
They got to hit. Well, okay. So if this was their plan all along, then Shador Sanders does not get that fully guarantee money that a 1st round or 2nd round would have gotten. You know what I'm saying? So they get him for a little bit less than that. The Jaguars are going to draft Travis Hunter. It better be.
Well, and that's a good pick for the Jaguars to improve their team.
Yeah.
especially if they let him play both ways.
Oh,
Yeah, Mike,
God.
we think they're going to go Hunter, not Carter here.
Yeah.
Carter
think
wouldn't make sense to trade up for. Not for Jacksonville.
Not for giving up that much. You don't give up that much for Carter, but you would for Hunter.
For Hunter, yeah.
I mean, if they were going after Carter, they would probably trade picks and maybe another late round pick somewhere or something like that. But that's too big of a haul to give up for Carter.
And some time. I'm going to drop off for a little bit.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so let's take a look. What are we getting? Oh my God, this makes me so angry because it's gonna be Hunter.
Right. Yep.
Oh, this makes me angry.
Yeah, because that Jaguars war room, they're excited right there. So yeah,
you can definitely see that they were chomping at the bit. You know what I mean?
Well, Sellers is going to be happy probably. This will help them. They got to do something. I mean, they got to get Trevor Lawrence some weapons, and if they can use Hunter or some on offense in some packages, and then also play defense, he can help them on both sides.
Yeah, but I just think that the best scenario would have been to draft Hunter, and then come back into the first round and pick up Shador Sanders. Right. You walked away and your phone was on the charger. Has the draft started yet? That was sarcasm either. What's the first pick? The first pick was Cam Ward. Yes.
And
it was
Jaguars. Ward. The Jaguars traded with the Cleveland Browns for the second pick.
Correct.
And they're getting ready to draft their player here.
Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
I need to turn my audio up just a second. And
go for it. Hear it. I'm just I'm so angry. So angry.
See, I wouldn't mind the Panthers getting somebody like Genty as well.
Yeah.
Bolstering the running back position. If he lasts that long.
Yeah. I can't stand that whole Duval thing. It's so stupid. Hey, buddy. It's going through your phone.
Hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, my AirPods weren't connected, so I couldn't hear you guys.
Gotcha.
My God.
I told Ed this. I didn't tell you, Donnie. I'm going to attempt to score keep this game while being on here at the same time.
Good luck with that.
I was just going to say, good luck.
I wasn't going to, but White Sox top pitching prospect is pitching tonight.
Ooh.
So I gotta want to track him in the books.
Yeah, we know the Cleveland Browns traded the pick. Son of a bitch.
There it is.
There. There he goes. That's a generational player right there.
Yeah.
They just handed him to the Jaguars.
Is it just me, or does he look a lot like Keenan Ivory Wayans?
Oh my God!
Thank you. I'm so glad somebody finally said that.
I've been trying to figure it out, and I'm like, he looks like one of the Wayans. I'm like, he looks like Keenan. He looks like a young Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Oh my God! I can't watch because that makes me angry. That means now that Cleveland has missed out on Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter.
Yep.
I still think those hats are booty.
Yeah, I don't like the hats at all. And I just realized that when we were looking at them the other night, I didn't realize the Jacksonville one says Duval, Florida
Oh, I
underneath it.
can't stand it. Okay, it is what it is. It's over.
I swear, you put a blonde wig on him, and he is a in living color.
Oh my God.
I have not even thought about that until just now. I mean, like when I saw him, I'm like, why have I
Do
not
it with the
noticed
lip
this
sync and
before?
everything?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he does. He looks so much like him. I can't get over that now. I won't be able to unsee it now.
No one is. All right, so who we got the Giants now?
All right, yeah. So
Well,
I mean, the
here's the thing.
Giants.
The Giants need help everywhere. So,
Well, let me ask you this. So, because of their big gaffe last year, do you think they go and grab Genty and kind of redo the running back position? Because they do need another solid running back again. Or do you think they would not want to pick one that high?
I think they go best available.
Probably Carter
best
then.
player available. Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know. That's.
Oh, God, I'm so angry now. The producer's
Yeah, I'm looking at
laughing
it. So
me.
they got ESPN has a projections thing, and they got the Giants on the clock right now. Yeah, they're projecting Abdul Carter. He's the highest projected player.
But just because he's the highest projected doesn't mean that the New York Giants are going to make the right decision and actually pick a good player. You know what I mean? Because they've proven to be, picking some bad players. So let's be honest here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh. God.
Yeah, they show him as a 45% chance of being a starter, 32% chance of being a Pro Bowler.
Really, already off the rip?
Yeah, with the Giants. Yep.
I would have given a higher than 45% to be a starter.
I
mean, like that's
I'd make that like
100% right
that's
there.
about 80% chance of being a starter.
He is starting right off the rip. Oh, okay. All right. So let's take a look, guys, here, because I want to make sure that we got. So now the Jaguars already make their picks, right? And then let's see. So that means that Cam Ward went. Jaguars.
Yeah. So Genty is listed as the next best available behind Carter, and then Jalen Walker out of Georgia.
Well, the New York Giants already make their pick.
Yeah. They didn't waste a lot of time on that.
No. So, and then New England needs what? Defense?
They need everything.
True.
I could see them being the kind that would probably go with a Jalen Walker or Mason Graham for sure. Linebacker, defensive tackle, something like that.
The Browns always find a way to disappoint their fans every year. And this year has started already. 2025 is off to a... Oh, don't drop your pen or your AirPod.
And you don't need you guys don't need a running back at all, do you?
Well, yeah, because certain Nick Chubb is not signed yet.
Okay. I couldn't remember if he had signed yet or if he was still kind of...
He's still free agent.
Out there. Okay.
And why would you not sign him? It's beyond me.
Unless they go after Genty.
Nah. Don't go after a running back that early for, Oh, don't say that, Mike. Look, he's the same. He's on the same wavelength as you.
Well, I mean, okay, hold on, time out. You talked about generational with Hunter. Genty's kind of on another
level.
True,
that is true. That's true. I'll agree. You're right.
All right, there you go.
Fucking hell. That's a big boy. That is a big boy. Damn it. Man, he would have looked good in orange and brown.
Oh man, my TV's buffering.
He's so fast too, Abdul
Yeah.
Carter.
All right, yeah. Mike says that the Patriots probably go defensive line.
I'm with you. I can see that.
Yeah, so yeah, they'll probably grab Mason
Because
Graham.
Mike Vrabel is a defensive guy, and he believes in a defense will win you a championship. So
Who's their running back?
for New England,
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have zero idea.
Yeah, I don't have my stuff in front of me, so I can't really check that.
Let's see. I'll check for you right now.
Well, I mean, ESPN lists right now that the Patriots' needs are offensive tackle, wide receiver, running back, safety, and edge rusher.
All right, so we'll fill you in, Mike. So we all what everybody knew the number one pick was Cam Ward. Number two went to Jacksonville, so Travis Hunter goes to Jacksonville, and then Abdul Carter just went to the New York Giants. Right now, the New England Patriots are on the clock right now, so we're about to see what they get. So there it is. And let's take a look at the depth chart for the New England Patriots. Running back right now, Antonio Gibson, Ramondre Stevenson, and Terrell Jennings. Those are your running backs right now. They don't really have a lot of wide receivers right now, so they could use a wide receiver. They could also use some defense. So, yeah, you're right, Mike. Bunch of nobodies.
Yeah.
Bunch of nobodies. Oh.
Man, these guys aren't wasting any time. They're not using up those 10 minutes for sure.
Why would you at that point, right? Like, I
mean, this high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's just not mess around. Like, for the Browns, they had already, like, as soon as the number one pick went away, they're like, oh, we're trading our number one pick. You know, like, let's go. We ain't got too early for a wide receiver. Okay, Mike. I don't.
Yeah,
disagree.
they probably stayed there and didn't make that. Well, obviously you don't make that trade early anyway, but you probably wait and see if the number one pick is something different before you jump out of there.
Right. Oh. All right. So the best available player would be for the Cleveland Browns if there's a running back. If the running was available, would be Genty, right?
Say that again.
The running back, for Cleveland Browns, if New England doesn't go for a running back, will be Genty.
Yes.
Or could be, and God forbid, Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, I don't even see Shedeur Sanders listed in the top 20 best available players. He's listed 32 right now, the best available players.
But this would be a Browns thing to do right now, to do something stupid like this.
You got that right.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, anybody can say it, and I would be like, yeah, you're right. The Browns would do something stupid like this. Right, 3 picks in and 3 minutes in. Well, there was some fluff there, right? So there was like a lot of fluff right there in like the first 10 minutes of the
Yeah, I don't even think the first pick was started. It was about 12 or 13 after whenever that first pick got in.
Mike, you think Sanders falls to the second round? I hope so. I don't know if he's going to be a bust. I think, he needs a lot of work for sure. I'll say this. I will say this. I think that he would learn a lot from Joe Flacco, sitting behind Joe Flacco and Joe Flacco teaching him, because Joe Flacco is more like him, like Shedeur Sanders, right? He can throw the ball deep. So Shedeur Sanders can throw the ball. It's just that he holds on to the ball too long. That was his main issue. So if he was to learn behind Joe Flacco, then he could turn into a serviceable quarterback. I just don't know if you want to, put a number one draft pick on Shador Sanders. Oh my God, where are you sitting, Virgil?
So I'm currently on the concourse area. I'm not down on my seat because there's people around. I didn't want to like talk and ruin their time.
I got
I'm
you.
probably going to move more to the outfield seating soon after I finish my beer.
All right, so I haven't seen New England pick yet. Have you guys seen New England pick anything yet?
No, I think when they come back from commercial, the pick is in. They'll come back from this commercial and probably drop it.
Oh man. And the Cleveland Browns on their Twitter. And we're back. We're on the clock. Shut up.
Come on, man, get past all these damn commercials.
That's what I'm saying. At this point, it should be commercial free, or should be
Yeah.
like soccer. Put the commercials in a corner and just keep going.
Exactly.
Or you say something. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like,
It's like you get 3 picks in, and then you're gonna have like a 5-minute commercial break. Like, really?
right? Exactly. All right. What's up, producer?
I'm about to say, while you're waiting in between picks, maybe talk about the Fayetteville rebrand,
Ooh, the 80
refreshing, the 80
deuces.
80 deuces.
80 deuces. Yeah, you saw that. I actually like it. I'm just
Yeah,
waiting for the other 80 deuces gear to go on sale, so then I can go buy their 80.
Yeah, because I like that original hat. I want to get one, but I haven't gotten one. So maybe if they dump those, then yeah.
Right, exactly. All right, here we go. Let's see. New England War Room.
See, I think you've gotten ahead of me because my TV started buffering, and
So it's delayed.
yeah. So
all right,
yeah, right now they're just showing the picks.
Patriot selection. It said here comes. Here we go. Will Campbell tackle. LSU.
Wow, they went offensive tackle.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little surprised by that one.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that was listed on here as their number
Mike.
one need.
Mike is hilarious. Will Jessica Cook Campbell. Interesting. All right, so the Browns are on the clock now. And the Browns trade their pick. That would be the most pick. Mike Sellers. Shut up, Mike. I just tweeted back at Mr. Sellers.
Was he giving you a big Duval?
Yeah. Last home high school baseball game of the season tonight for Phil. Oh man, I'm sorry, buddy, but you got the other gig, brother. You got the other gig. You good?
Yep.
That's a big boy, though. Oh God, I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous.
Well, I mean, again, like we said earlier, do you think they would even go running back because of the Chubb situation, or do they even need a defensive
I would
tackle?
hate for the Browns to do Chubb dirty like that, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it really doing him dirty though if he hasn't re-signed?
No one has signed him.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel that. I don't feel that that's him. That's being him being done dirty.
I'm a little nervous right now that there is no, like, no, what the hell? Breaking the Browns are drafted.
All right, the Browns pick is in. Let's see what they do. I mean, Genty wouldn't be a bad pick.
No, I would. At this point, I would want Genty.
Yeah. You just hope they don't go down here and grab one of these other people. You're like, who?
It's gonna happen.
Sugar Sanders calling it.
Yeah, hopefully Cleveland won't do the Cleveland thing and overthink themselves.
I hate my life. I hate the Browns. The Browns are drafting defensive tackle Mason Graham.
Okay.
Out of Michigan. I hate him. I hate this team. I hate this team. I hate this team. Oh.
I got to find a way to get back live. I'm sitting here, my TV's hanging up on me here, and I haven't even seen the pick come in.
I'm Ben Asfelgrod.
Wow.
He's a reporter in Cleveland. Why bring Myles Garrett back for this shit?
Come on.
I hate Cleveland. I hate. There it is. Go ahead, make your stupid selection. I hate this team.
All right, so
I know you are, Mike. I know you are.
all right, so what do the Raiders do then? Raiders, let's see what their needs are. Quarterback, offensive tackle, wide receiver, defensive tackle. I mean, there's an offensive tackle that's the 5th best available player out of Missouri. Did they do something like that, or did they make a splash and get a big name guy?
I'm trying to get over this pick right now. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Take your time.
I'm trying to get over this stupid pick.
Oh my god! I just saw the pick. I have nothing to say about that.
I need alcohol in my life. Why?
See, and I'm upset because my network cut out when the pick happened, so I didn't get to see his initial reaction to it.
So it's funny. They don't get like a skill position guy, but for all the people in Ohio that are Cleveland Browns fans, they go and pick a Michigan guy too.
Oh, that's
really.
brutal.
That's like you don't understand the assignment.
You had one job. One
Yeah.
job. One job. I hate the Browns. I am Mike, I'm drinking Red Oak Bavarian Amber Ale here from Red Oak from here in North Carolina. The Browns haven't understood the assignment since '99. Mike, I can't argue. I cannot argue with you there.
Now, my question
Very
for you,
true.
Red. My question for you, Red, is that going to be your only one? Or are you going to break up another one after this?
Oh, it's going to be breaking another one for sure. Yeah. God, I'm so angry.
So right now, ESPN says the best fit for the Raiders is Will Johnson.
Will Johnson,
safety, or excuse me, cornerback out of Michigan.
Okay.
Boy, people are going to lose their mind if they have back-to-back Michigan players picked.
All right. Oh God. Might need something stronger. I love it. I'm on a might need something like, I don't know, pick another team to root for. This is not what they need. They have so many needs right now, and you tell me that the best you could do draft in the fifth round, in the fifth pick overall in the first draft is a defensive tackle? Is that are we really doing this? Is this it?
Right.
Oh my God. Oh my God, and look where Genty goes.
That's a Pete Carroll pick right there if I ever saw it.
Yeah, 100%. But you said you had Nick Chubb, so I don't see why you're upset about that.
We don't have Nick Chubb. We don't. I want to break something right now. I want to become a Tampa Bay fan again this year.
All right, so now I'm trying to figure out where the Panthers go with the next pick here, because the Jets says their needs are offensive tackle, defensive tackle, wide receiver, safety, tight end.
Good. I mean, that's a really good pick though for the Raiders. That's a really good pick.
Oh, I agree. He's going to do very well there, I think.
Oh my God, he is gonna kill it. Oh, wow, that's good, Mike. Until he lets the quarterback throw on the goal line. Who scored the run? Who scored the run?
Oh, there's no run. There was just a nice out.
Okay. Genty's gonna look good in that silver and black, though, man. Woo, boy.
He's gonna be the Raiders version of of what's his face in New Orleans?
Kamara.
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara. Yeah.
Woo, boy.
He'll be the silver and black version of him.
Yeah.
Something happened.
That, my friends, was a double play thrown at the plate.
Oh, nice. Are we now in the camp of Shador Sanders might not get picked at all in the first round?
Yeah, unless something crazy happens at the bottom end of the first round, I would be a little surprised right now. Because I don't know. I mean, I don't know who takes a chance on him at this point.
Yes, you did, Mike. This Browns team better be good this year, because if they're not good, heads are gonna roll.
What are you doing? You know they're not going to be.
No, I know that.
What are you doing? Don't do this to yourself.
I need some ice cream right now.
Look at it this way, Ed. The Browns have been officially eliminated from the playoffs, so you can just you can not stress about the season.
I'm over the season already. We're done.
Listen, you guys can go ahead and prepare for the first pick in the next year's draft.
Whichever one. This one, Browns or the Jaguars.
Yeah.
All right, so the Jets pick is in already. So they're number 7. What's the Jets' needs right now?
Yes.
Correct.
Let me go back here. So let's see, best available. Where was it? Hang on, I had the projections. Here we go. Their needs. Teams. There we go. Edge rusher, wide receiver, cornerback, offensive guard. Oh, wait a minute, wrong team. Sorry,
Everything.
hang on. No, that's wrong team. I thought it went to the Jets, but it did not.
I mean, that still kind of fit them.
Jets offensive tackle, defensive tackle, wide receiver, safety, tight end, in that order is what's listed.
So everything.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
so everything.
Yeah, both sides of the line, both sides of the backfield, and a tight end.
All right, so the Jets are in now, but then it's your team.
Yeah.
What does Carolina need? Go ahead, producer. Say it. Yes.
I feel like no, really, they don't need. I feel like they don't need a QB. I feel like they don't need a running back.
Well, they just signed their running back to a multi-year contract last year in the middle of the season, so he's good there.
Yeah, according to this, the Panthers' needs are edge rusher, safety, cornerback,
defense,
wide receiver, defensive, all defense.
I would start with
that.
defense.
Being said, I think they go with the kid out of Georgia, Michael Williams, at edge rusher.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but I also would not be surprised if they go for the Arizona wide receiver.
Yeah, that I mean, see, again, I would love to get a wide receiver, and he's the top-rated wide receiver, so I would take him in a heartbeat right now.
So
they got to get some weapons.
So check this out. So minutes after drafting the edge rusher Abdul Carter, the Giants GM Joe Sheen said that his team is picking up Kayvon Thibodeau's 5th-year contract option. So that's starting to that defensive line for the New York Giants is starting to take shape. What could have been the Cleveland Browns is the New York Giants. So Jalen Walker was the best available for the New York Jets.
Yeah, he's listed as the best available right now
Yeah.
at if you go to, let's see.
But they also got Tyler Warren, the Penn State tight end. Why would you pick so high there though? You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, if you go to DraftCast, it says Jalen Walker's best available, but Tyler Warren at tight end from Penn State is the best fit for them.
Yep, yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Dang, they went tackle out of Missouri, so.
Yeah, you got ahead of me now. Missouri, really?
There's some quality players out of Missouri, so I mean, I wouldn't completely shun that.
No. I'm not. It's just like I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting, like defense.
Oh no, I agree. I was a little surprised by that pick.
Ooh, so now your boys are sitting pretty right now, Mr. Mayor.
Say that again.
Your boys are sitting pretty now.
Yeah.
So now, well, here's what best available Jalen Walker, but best fit it says is Will Johnson out of Michigan, cornerback.
I just don't know about cornerbacks this high.
I'm with
but
you.
I mean, J.C. Horn has been kind of hit and miss lately with injury and attitude. I mean, it wouldn't be an awful pick. I wouldn't be disappointed that much in it. If I just look at the best available, Walker's the first best available. Will Johnson's the fourth best available.
It's not about
just because we don't need it. We don't need a tight end. So, I mean, we could use one, but then you've got Michael Williams at edge rusher and Tatario McMillan for wide receiver. So, I mean,
it's about to get interesting in the as soon as Carolina picks, because what does New Orleans needs? You know what I'm saying? Like, New Orleans needs a lot of help. Are they going to go for a quarterback, even though they have, like you were just talking about earlier, they have a quarterback. He just needs to develop.
Yeah.
And right now they said that New Orleans needs wide receiver, cornerback, edge, offensive guard, and then lastly quarterback.
See, I could see New Orleans getting the wide receiver kid out of Arizona if we don't take him, for sure, and kind of working. When you've got these young quarterbacks, you need a weapon. You need somebody that they can count on, build rapport with. That's why, if it were me, I'd probably take the wide receiver, because that's what I've been saying from before the draft started with you.
Right.
Is we need a wide receiver. I need a weapon for Young to throw to. Because we can't keep going to what's his face all the time. Thielen.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting old, but he's a clutch guy. You need a guy like him, but man, we need some solid receivers.
Oh God. All right, here we go. The pick is in. I'm so fascinated by it. If New Orleans doesn't pick Shedeur Sanders, who comes in?
Yeah.
And picks a Shedeur. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's take a look. Get off already and just put some. Let's go. There's so many commercials. It's so annoying.
I know. I'm like you. Just run the commercials down along the side as you're doing the draft.
The Panthers are taking wide receiver Ted McMillan with the 8th pick out of Arizona.
All right, I'm good with that. That's what I wanted was a wide receiver.
So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody after New Orleans that really, unless Pittsburgh, which I don't see them doing it. There's nobody that really needs a quarterback. So if the Saints don't take him, he's probably going to the second round unless somebody like Pittsburgh takes a flyer and grabs him just to stash him away late in the first round.
All right, so New Orleans is going to be interesting. I gotta say, man, it's massive in there. Like, it's packed to the brim. That's insane.
Even my computer on ESPN is not showing that pick yet.
I know. Don't curse me like that, Donnie. Let's take a look. What channel are you using? ESPN or NFL Network?
ESPN.
I got
ESPN. I probably should go to NFL Network because I about had enough of Greeny.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
but the problem with NFL Network is what's his name? Michigan dude is doing the draft here.
Michigan dude.
Yeah, Michigan fan. Oh my God, what is his name? Bold dude. He has a show during the day. I can't remember his name now.
I don't know. That's okay.
I don't care. Okay, here we go. Let's see what your boys are picking now.
Yeah, Mike Grella, he does not want Shedeur Sanders, that's for sure. He's like, don't curse me.
Shedeur Sanders is going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Tetaroa. Sorry, Tetaroa, I think is how it's said.
McMillan?
Tetaroa. Yeah.
Tetaroa. You know what? Hey, listen. I like it. He's compared to Drake London.
I do too. I like it. I like the pick. They got a receiver. I wanted a wide receiver. I'm happy.
They do need a wide receiver.
Yep.
Now, what the Carolina Panthers need to do is get away from that silver helmet and go full time to that black helmet, and then they'll be.
Dude, I wish they would. The silver helmet is so played out. That's mid-90s all the way. It's time to change. Yeah,
I agree.
Turn the silver helmet into a throwback helmet every once in a while.
And then get rid of it for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
He excited.
Yeah, I'd love them to have a matte black standard helmet, and then the blue. Then have a blue one as an alternate.
White one with a
or
blue,
white,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of outlining of the Panther.
Oh man, what if they had a white helmet and the face mask was that blue?
Woo, baby.
That would look sweet.
Man, I like this pick for Carolina.
Yep, I'm happy with it.
I'm okay with it. This kid just became an instant millionaire.
Yep.
All right. So on the clock now is the New Orleans Saints.
And they've already got their pick in according to screen.
Yeah.
So their needs are wide receiver, corner, edge, guard, quarterback. Do they go Will Johnson at cornerback or Sanders?
Jalen Walker's still there. But they need.
I don't think they take Shedeur Sanders. I don't think anybody's going to take
I don't
him that
think
high.
so either.
I think they go either Will Johnson. Let's see, who are the other best available? I mean, unless you just take
they're going to take
Walker
an offensive lineman.
Oh, okay. Well, damn, they're going way down the board then.
Yeah, they are. I like with NIL was probably already. Yeah, yeah, I got you, Mike. I like this kid. I really like this pick. I hate those hats, but I like this pick.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do a quick recap of the round so far. This is for you, Mike. Okay. You got Cam Ward, who went number 1. Then you got Travis Hunter, number 2 to Jacksonville. Abdul Carter to the Giants. Will Campbell to the New England Patriots. Mason Graham to the Browns. Ashton Genty to the Raiders. Aman Mambo to the New York Football Jets. And Tataria McMillan, wide receiver, to the Carolina Panthers. So far, those are the 8 picks that has happened so far. Shedeur Sanders is at home hanging out. They're showing him right now. So that's what is going on right now, right? So the New Orleans Saints, from what I understand and what I'm seeing right now, it's going to be an offensive lineman, Kelvin Banks, out of Texas.
Dang. They went down to number 18, best available player, but if that's what they need and he's the one they want,
again,
then that's what you go.
We've been talking about this, right? Like, it's best need for their team this year. It's not best player available. It is what do they need?
Yep. And I get it. I mean, if you need an offensive tackle, go get one of the 2 that are sitting right there ready to roll.
I mean, if it works for them, it works for them.
Yep. It's one of those things, though, as a fan, like, because the Panthers have done that in the past. I'm like, offensive tackle, oh, what a boring pick. Because it's not somebody you can rally behind as a player, you know? It's like, yeah, we need that, but it's like, somebody I can pull for.
Give me something to get excited for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something like a I was like, I'll buy his jersey kind of deal. You know what I mean? I'm not going to buy that dude offensive tackle's jersey. Like, who the hell?
I mean, that sounds more like a you guys issue.
It is.
Yeah. Because when the Jets got DeBrickashaw Ferguson, I remember his jerseys like selling out.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, getting behind a offensive line person, like a pick, not too hard.
Oh, God.
All right, so the Bears' needs are defensive tackle, running back, wide receiver, corner, and edge.
So we know now Chicago doesn't need a quarterback. We're done.
No. Yeah.
All right. So Chicago doesn't need a quarterback. San Francisco does not need a quarterback, even though they haven't signed Brock Purdy to a long-term contract. They don't need a quarterback. Then I'm looking at the full round here just to take a look at, the who's next. Like, so the Cowboys don't need a quarterback.
But there's always that Jerry Jones pulling some shit.
True story.
Especially with Dion. Yeah. I mean, is everybody going to talk him out of doing something stupid? Don't put about it, Johnny.
Don't put that out in the universe. Do not put that out there.
You know what would be the most dumbest thing is like that Jerry Jones drafts Shedeur Sanders and then trades Dak Prescott.
Oh. Does he? Oh man.
I'm just
Okay, here you
saying.
go.
I'm just saying. If we're gonna go out there, let's go out there, right? Like, I mean, if we're gonna
Yeah.
go conspiracy theory,
So-
let's do it.
No, I legit
So-
thought that Brett Prescott could have been on the trading block at some point if they were going to try to get like another quarterback. But I don't know about Sanders replacing Prescott. I don't know about that.
Mike, don't get my hopes up, because I would take Dak Prescott.
I mean, wow. That if you want to, I mean, Jerry Jones likes to make him some waves. If you want to make some waves, that's the way to make some freaking waves right there.
If you want to be the talk of the draft,
Yeah.
you want to be the top talk of the draft for weeks to come until preseason, that's the type of shit that you pull.
Exactly.
You draft Shedeur Sanders, and then you turn around and you trade Dak Prescott for, like, let's say, draft picks or something.
Yep.
That's the
Wow.
one thing that would. And yes, Mike, that is funny. The Bears do need a quarterback. Yes. But then, you know what I'm saying? You got San Francisco. Miami might, at that point, draft a quarterback. Might. I'm just saying might. But after that,
Yeah, I don't see McDaniels doing that though. McDaniels likes him some Tua still.
he likes Tua. I'm
Oh,
a fan
no,
of
no,
Tua.
I disagree. I completely disagree.
Really?
Especially with all the concussion issues that Tua's had, I would not be surprised if they draft a quarterback.
But would they draft
Okay.
Shedeur Sanders?
I don't know about Sanders, but when you get down to the second and third round, don't be surprised if you see Miami getting a quarterback.
Oh yeah, maybe in a later round, I could definitely see them getting some
Yeah.
insurance at that position. And
But we're talking right
like
now, the first draft.
Yeah.
The first round.
No, I don't think they're that desperate for a quarterback. I can't see that one.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't see them getting a quarterback in the first round. Like, I don't see the Colts getting one. I don't see you get the Falcons, the Cardinals, the Bengals, the Seahawks, and then Tampa. Right? None of those teams really need a quarterback. Then you got the Broncos at 20. 21 is really where you start looking at, all right, we need a quarterback, right? Because after that, the Chargers don't need one. Green Bay don't need one. The Vikings don't. The Houston Texans don't. The Rams don't.
I mean, if you're the Dolphins, would you make a splash in the first round and grab somebody like Jackson Dart instead of Shedeur Sanders?
God, yeah. But I don't think it'll happen. I think it'll be second round. I think at this point,
Yeah.
if it's
'Cause
not if it's not the Steelers or another team jumping in to get a quarterback, then I don't see any quarterback being drafted in the first round.
Yeah, I would be surprised to see Dart go first round, even to Miami. That one just does not make sense to me.
I mean, I get it, but he's also he's the type that I could see McDaniels being like, okay, I could do some damage with a guy like that too.
Right. All right. Let's see. All right. So the Bears are drafting a tight end, Colston Loveland.
How are you getting? What do you like? Got somebody calling you?
I got my ways, baby. I got my ways, baby.
His internet's just better. That's all it is.
Guess so.
Is that gig, baby?
I got a gig and I ain't seeing that crap.
Yeah, so it's going to be a tight end for the Bears. All right, so now, okay. Let's take a look. He's talking too much shit.
Oof.
I mean, everybody needs offensive tackle. God.
So here's the thing. Everybody's going to need an offensive tackle. You want to keep them fresh. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, obviously, yeah. Let's go trash. Pandas. Yep, Colton Loveland. Now, like I said. All right, so now the 49ers are in, right? My thing is, this thing is taking too long. Hold on a second. San Francisco is on the clock.
What are their needs?
Everything. Offensive
Pretty much
tackle,
just like everybody else. Offensive
cornerback,
tackle, edge rushers, cornerback.
defensive tackle, and center.
I wasn't sure if they needed anything from. Dang it! I wasn't sure if they needed anything on the offense side. Like, I don't know if they need a wide receiver or not.
I bet you the 49ers are going to pick some, like, defensive edge. I'm surprised that Jalen Walker is still there.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is nobody's coming up with a need for linebacker, so everybody's passing him over.
Right. There really hasn't been no, like, controversial picks yet.
Right.
And that's where the Dallas
Really?
Cowboys will say,
Really?
well, besides the Browns.
I
Besides
must
the
say,
Browns.
you really? You want to say that?
Besides the Browns. We don't count the Browns, all right? We count the Browns already are going to do stupid things. We know the Browns are going to do stupid things every year. Thank you for reminding me, Virgil.
You are welcome.
Patrick Jr.
The Browns draft room is like the mountain time zone. It just doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. At some point, like, when do you give up being a fan of a team when they let you down so long?
When they pick
Yeah,
Aaron
I
Rodgers
mean-
as their quarterback?
No, he hasn't been signed yet. Unreal. Unreal. All right. So, Chicago's done. I mean, come on, guys. Let's go. Just pick already.
Another round of commercials. Come on.
The 49ers already are done.
I mean, they got to stretch this first round out. So, I mean, where's you going to get commercials?
All
I know
right.
everybody's picking so quick, so they're trying to put 10 minutes of commercials in here.
I know. You guys are not going to use the 10 minutes. We're going to use the 10 minutes for you. All right, so let's take a look. So, 49ers pick. I just want to see the. Like I say, guys, I'm waiting for chaos, and I think it's going to come in the form of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. The next few picks, I mean, well, I don't know. Dolphins, Colts, Falcons. They're probably all just going to pick some boring need position player.
Colts will
Not
draft
really
a kicker.
go in. Say again?
Colts will draft a kicker.
I wish Patrick was here to hear that.
That would be hilarious.
That would be so hilarious.
It really
Hey,
would.
Mike Holzinger just followed me on Threads. Thanks, buddy. Let's take a look. Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and the 24 season on the injured reserve. Yeah, they fullback.
I mean, tackle, corner, defense. They need defensive people.
They need a lot of help.
I mean, I could see. Well, you got two cornerbacks and Michael Williams, edge rusher, in the top 5 best available. I could see them maybe going out and getting Williams from Georgia at edge rusher.
I can see that.
Well, it's going to happen. It is. The 49ers are drafting edge Michael Williams with the 11th pick.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
All right.
See, I didn't even see that with my inside guy. It was just my preliminary soothsayerness. All right, so Cowboys needs wide receiver, running back, edge, corner, guard.
Yep. Offensive guard.
And quarterback, but they don't know it yet.
Right.
Do I see quarterback? Quarterback, yep. I see it. There it is. Yep, you're right. Because they're trading Dak Prescott. God, I want to see that happen.
Where would he go if they were trading him? Like seriously.
Does Ed have that book from Back to the Future? Maybe.
I know, Mike. He's like, I don't know how he's seeing these things so early. Oh, here we go. Current starting quarterbacks on selections 11 through 20. Yeah. I mean, the Colts really don't have a great quarterback. They got Richardson. They got Daniel Jones.
I mean, they got Daniel Jones. What more do you need?
I mean, unless they're working out a deal with Jerry Jones to get Shador and trade Dak Prescott to Indy.
That'd be something, but I can't see that one happening.
You're muted, Ed.
That's not going to happen. Let's bring him to Cleveland.
Nah, Cleveland's prime spot for Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut your face. Shut your face.
What? What are you going to do? You already said you were going to kill me earlier. Oh. Okay,
would the Colts go get Aaron Rodgers?
No, I can't see that one.
No.
Okay.
I don't see that. The Vikings or the Steelers are his last two chances to play football this year.
I like to give Patrick shit for that one. No, I can't see that one happening.
I know. I would love to see, like just to give him shit the rest of the year.
Right.
When we're talking football, but I don't think it's going to happen. Although it would be hilarious.
That would definitely be hilarious.
Oh my God! It's already somebody already put. It's official. The Cleveland Browns have been eliminated from playoff contention.
The hell was that? Hey, no problem.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, let's take a look. What do we got?
All right.
There you go. What did I say?
Is Ed on or is he just spinning?
What did I say?
There he is.
What did I say?
What did you say?
Michael Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. I called that one, too.
Well, someone used some foul language over there.
You heard that?
Someone. Oh, God, yeah.
Wow, okay.
I heard that.
He's like, okay, I'm going to hit mute.
Who's fighting? No, don't mute it now. I'm intrigued right now.
I honestly could not tell you what that was about.
Ed, we don't threaten to kill people. Mrs. Influencer, well, some people need to be taught a lesson.
No, all I'm saying is you said we can go live at 8 o'clock. And we already go live at 8 o'clock. Just because you don't know time zones does not mean I have to die.
So, Mary Kay Cabot, who is a reporter for Cleveland.com, Mary Kay Cabot, right?
I do.
Stay tuned, folks. Browns wheeling and dealing. GM Andrew Berry might not be done yet. Ask if he might trade back into the first round. He said, never say never.
They're getting Prescott.
If they get Prescott, I'm okay with this.
Oh, hell yeah. That'd be
a
great get.
No, they're going to try Myles Garrett and 3 picks for Prescott.
I hate you.
I know.
I hate you. Oh, God. All right, let's take a look. All right, the pick is in for the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody's congratulating each other like they just won the Super Bowl. Regular season champions, the Dallas Cowboys.
Do the Cowboys continue to be sort of an afterthought in this draft, or do they just like take it over right here?
Yeah, they just continue to be an afterthought at this point.
Offensive guard. Okay.
Yep. An afterthought in Dallas. See, I'm with you, Michael. Boring. All right. I wish our boy Patrick would be here for this. Because now is the Colts are in. So they need tight end, offensive guard, cornerback, linebacker, and edge. So pretty much.
Where is Patrick, by the way?
Working.
Working.
Yeah, he had some kind of meeting that he was having to do late tonight.
Yeah. My man running. It's all right. It's an okay pick.
Mike Gurrell, boring.
Yeah, it is boring. What that mean happy ending for Watson if y'all get Dak? We can send Watson packing to Dallas. I'm okay with this. Send him back to Texas. We don't need him. We don't need him. In all honesty, though, for the Cowboys, they needed to solidify that offensive line. You know what I mean? They still need a lot of help in that offensive line because that
100%.
You know, so
yeah, because they've lost a couple of their.
Pick.
Yeah, they've lost a couple of their longtime big offensive linemen that were solid for a while, and they do need to do that.
This is what pisses me off. Okay, they're so pathetic, the Cowboys. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. Oh, I got the happy ending. I got it. But the Dallas Cowboys are celebrating like they won the Super Bowl with an offensive guard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But Mrs. Influencer, he's now a changed man. He is ready to get married. Okay.
What surprises me is that she's been with him since before all this stuff came out.
So she knows all about this? So she's the one setting it up?
She probably funded it.
She didn't want to lose that meal ticket, that's for sure.
No. She was like, "Oh no, you are not going nowhere."
That's right.
You owe me. Let's get a kid, because then that's alimony for the rest of our lives.
Yep.
All right, so let's take I heard his best man is Justin Tucker. His best man is Justin Tucker. So here's the BS with the NFL. Justin Tucker is still with the team. Nothing has happened. No, they're burying the hell out of that. And nothing. He's still with the team. Even though he is accused of doing the same thing.
Right. That's the difference between, I guess, a bona fide Hall of Famer and someone who hadn't gotten to that point yet. Although they could have also learned from some of that with Deshaun that, not every accusation is probably accurate. There's something somewhere in there in the middle in all of these.
Yeah, but the problem is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean? Like it's
right.
At some point you're like, with their smoke.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's just, it's just because of who Tucker is. So, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And then who's going to officiate? Bob Kraft. Did they get a gift certificate to massage parlor?
He knows what he likes.
They probably got one of those punch cards.
And back to he knows what he likes. And once you get to 10 punch guys, then that's when you get the happy ending, Mrs. Influencer.
Well, no, that's when you get the free one.
The free one. On the house. God, we're horrible. The Miami Dolphins, safety, offensive guard, offensive tackle, defensive tackle, linebacker. So both defensive line and offensive line, and then some help on the edge. All right.
Yeah, so they probably who's the best offensive lineman available? Let's see. Josh Simmons, Ohio State tackle. Josh Connerly out of Oregon. Zabel out of North Dakota State, offensive guard. All right, I'll go on a limb right now and say it's one of those three guys.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about them, but
Ed is saying what happened to my show. Hey, you know what? It's draft, baby.
This is kind of tame for your show if you think about it.
It is. It is. We're gonna put this out. We're gonna put DHC Sports Show After Dark. After Dark edition, I don't see, and I'm looking online. I don't see anything as far as who's. I don't see nothing for the Miami Dolphins. All right, so we know that the Cowboys are keeping Dak Prescott.
For right now.
All right. So this offensive tackle out of Ohio State, he's had injury, missed the whole 24 season after tearing a patellar tendon.
He was said to be dropped in the draft because of the injury.
Yeah, and if I'm the Dolphins, I'm not picking a guy like that. I'll be honest with you.
They're gonna pick him.
They probably will. I mean, just reading the analysis on these other two guys, the guy out of Oregon, the guy out of North Dakota State. I mean, the guy out of Oregon has he had the fastest split for an offensive lineman.
Tight end
in the combine.
Warren. They're getting a tight end.
Well, there with that analysis.
You and your inside information, man.
You're welcome.
I don't know about you, Virgil, but I didn't realize he had Shefty on speed dial.
I didn't realize that either. Usually it's you that knows the guy.
I know. I don't know anybody tonight. Man, I feel dumb.
You're welcome. It's my turn because obviously my Browns couldn't give me happiness. This is the only thing I can get for happiness now.
He could see everything else, but he couldn't see what the Browns were going to do.
Isn't that pathetic?
That sounds like a perfect trade-off.
The Dolphins are picking Kenneth Grant out of Michigan.
Oh, he didn't go tight end. They went defensive tackle.
The Colts are going tight end.
Oh, Colts are going tight end is what you're saying. I got you. Okay. I thought you were talking about the Dolphins. I was sitting here looking at the offensive linemen.
Yeah, the Dolphins are going Kenneth Grant out of Michigan.
Is that the third Michigan player drafted?
Yes.
Yes.
And you know what's wild? Now, one Ohio State player or Alabama. No, Alabama got one.
No, yeah,
Everyone's got one.
Got one. Penn State got 2 players. I'm surprised Ohio State doesn't have one yet.
Hey, how many does Kent State have?
Never gonna get one, bro. Chill out.
well, and Will Johnson keeps popping up as a guy that everybody should get out of Michigan, the cornerback, and nobody's picked him yet either. So.
Do you think he's gonna be first round?
I don't know. I mean, every not every. There's a handful so far that we've been going over, and he's been the best fit, but nobody's picked him.
Well, it could be with Atlanta, right? Because Atlanta needs an edge defensive tackle. No. Woo! Let's hear it.
Okay.
It's very rare. I'm sorry. It's very rare that a defensive back goes this high in the first round, though.
Yeah, that's true. Those guys just left, so there's no more cursing during the show. At least not by them.
I mean, that was a very crispy, clear one.
I'm surprised because they weren't that close to me.
Wow.
I mean, I heard it. Did you hear it, Donnie?
No, I didn't hear it. I was trying to figure out what you were talking about because I missed it.
Oh yeah, he was like, I'm like, oh hot damn. What are we fighting about?
Well, if I get that YouTube age restricted for this episode, I apologize.
My channel's already age restricted, baby.
Oh, is it really? Oh, good.
Yeah, I use a lot of F-bombs.
See, now I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. It's always been age restricted. I just don't want to play around with that. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I didn't know if you were going to start your DHC for kids channel or not.
Oh, I restricted, yeah. Let's see. Well, Penn State. Like I said. I don't care what anybody says. Penn State has one of the best helmets out there.
What, the all white helmets?
The white with the blue line and the blue face mask.
I mean, they're all right.
Look, you better shut your mouth.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you felt so strongly about this.
I do. But then here's the thing, though. Is it Georgia State who has the reverse one, which is blue helmet with the white stripe and the white helmet?
I think so.
Let's see.
All right, let's see what they need.
Give me
Edge, defense. They need to hold a center, wide receiver, defensive tackle, edge rusher.
Wait, did they actually say center?
Yeah.
Yes.
How bad do you have to be if you need a center, like, exactly?
And that's listed as their third biggest need.
Dang.
It's Georgia Southern. Sorry, Georgia Southern is the one that had the helmet like that. But anyways, yeah.
Wait, hold on, hold on, time out. You confuse Penn State helmets for Georgia Southern helmets?
No. Georgia Southern has the opposite of Penn State.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All right. On the clock, the Falcons. This kid was tall in Little League Baseball. The tight end for the Colts.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, let's see. What's about that? They say that the kid Derek Harmon from Oregon is the best fit for the Falcons. I feel bad for Jalen Walker, who's the best player available, and he's still there. But here's
He'll
the
be
thing,
pick-
though.
he'll be picked up.
I don't feel bad for him. Do you know why?
Why?
Because that means he's going to probably go to a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? All these players, like these big names that are going in early, are going to a team that needs a lot more than what they can able to offer. Harmon is a Steeler. Well, I don't know. You know. All right, the Falcons are still not. They're still thinking they're sweet all time. Oh my God! What if they trade that pick? That's why they're still deciding.
I mean, that would be a Falcons thing to do too. But
Well,
if you're trading, who are you moving up to get?
yeah, that's really my question.
Because you don't need to move up at that point if
Yeah.
you want to pick a quarterback. That's
Unless
why you
it's-
would.
Unless it's somebody who's about to get a second first-round pick.
Right. The Steeler gods have spoken, and he is our draft pick. Well, I hope for you that you're right, my friend, and your Steeler god. But I don't know.
I'm going to drop out for a minute. I'll be back in probably like 15.
You do you,
Okay.
boo.
All right.
Let's take a look.
So the Falcons need edge. So they needed a couple of defensive guys. So there's a Tennessee guy and an Ole Miss guy. If you're Atlanta, do you pick an SEC guy?
I would. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, just get what you
Because the
need.
highest rated edge rusher is this kid Pierce out of Tennessee. And if you need a defensive guy, you get a Tennessee guy. That brings in a lot of fan base from the North Georgia, Tennessee area.
Oh, 100%. But if you go for like a kid like Derek Harmon, who's all the way from the other side of the country, you know what I mean? Like it's not really gonna do. So again, we're looking at it from that standpoint, right? Like I mean,
we're looking at it from a fan standpoint, not an executive
right.
standpoint.
Executive, right? And if you're looking at it from executive, this is the wrong show for you, right?
That's right.
So.
Because we're all about what looks hot, cool, sexy.
Right, absolutely.
What fits as what we would want to see as a fan.
I need some water, bro. I just don't see anything. No one cares about the schedule release. Why would you release the schedule right now instead of waiting until after the draft?
Whose schedule release?
NFL.
Oh, that's their next big thing after the draft is the schedule release night. Yeah.
But it's like Adam Schefter, NFL schedule release will be May 14th. Well, don't put that news now. Wait until tomorrow or something to release that, right? During the day. So that way you have something to talk about. Nothing yet. All right, a minute 40, and it's still the pick is not in. Do I want to say it? Do I want to say there's a trade?
I still don't understand why Mel Kiper has Shedeur Sanders as his number one best available player.
Mel Kiper's high sometimes. He gets high off his own hairspray.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, he is. Like, what are we doing? Are we trading? What are we doing?
Oh, he's from Salisbury, North Carolina.
Who?
Jalen Walker. He's sitting in some kind of restaurant or something there. Oh, there's a hole in the wall in Salisbury, North Carolina. It's got a pork chop sandwich. Man, oh,
yeah.
God, that's such a good fit. Thing's thick. Oh, God, that's one of the best pork chop sandwiches I've ever had. I saw it on a billboard a couple years ago driving through there. I had to stop and get it.
Okay, here we go.
I brought one home for Rhonda.
Did you?
I did. I got a to-go plate. I'm like, she's got to try this. I brought one because I was coming back from working up there near Raleigh or Durham or something.
Yeah. All right.
I got to get that.
Oh, I totally forgot.
You're
Michael
right.
Penix Jr. is with Atlanta, so they don't need a quarterback.
Right. They took their time on that one, though.
The full 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, you go offense or defense?
I think they probably went with a defensive lineman, edge rusher or tackle. Because they let Grady Jarrett go.
They went with edge Jalen Walker. Georgia.
There you go.
Perfect fit for Atlanta. SEC guy right there.
What's that?
They went with Jalen Walker out of Georgia.
Well, I mean, yeah, I didn't even think about that. He's a Georgia guy, so if you need defensive help, why not get a Georgia guy?
Well, look who showed up, baby.
Oh, you came in after your pick was done.
I know. I got home.
How do you feel about your pick?
Honestly, I think it's really good value at 15. I'm pumped about it.
All right, good. How do you feel about the Browns?
Bro.
Me too. That's what I said.
How do you feel about it? That's what's more important. How do you feel about it?
You can see how he feels about it. Just look at his face. But Ed's not thinking about all the picks that they got to go with it.
No.
Yeah. Now, listen, taking your pick at face value, it's a good pick. I mean,
I'm with it. I get it.
Yeah. Like, put it this way. Now Myles Garrett has a partner.
But you could have had Abdul Carter.
I know. That
would have been a lot better. Abdul Carter right next to Myles Garrett. Jesus fucking hell.
I'm trying to be positive for you.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, well, isn't he number, like, I know one of the people had him number one at his position. It was Graham, right? Wasn't it Graham that you guys got it for?
Yeah, for Michigan.
Yeah. Patrick. I hope that's
Eric.
a positive thing.
All right, I'll be right back.
She said that was totally Eric.
Right back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure that's totally Eric. So I'm still catching up with the picks.
Okay, so do you need me to run through them real quick? Because I'll run through them so everybody in the chat can hear.
That would be great, actually.
All right. Well, here we go. You got Cam Ward to Tennessee.
Yep.
Travis Hunter to the Jaguars in the trade.
That one surprises me. That one surprises me.
That was a big trade right there. Carter to the Giants.
The Giants didn't screw up their pick. Wow.
No, you got Campbell, Will Campbell.
Yep.
Offensive tackle from LSU.
Yep.
Going to the Patriots.
That's a good pick.
Graham,
he's a beast.
Defensive tackle. Graham went to the Browns.
Okay.
Ashton Genty to the Raiders.
That seems like a very Raiders pick. But it's a good
pick. Doesn't
it? Does. But I'm not surprised by that.
I called him the silver and black Camara.
There you go. They love athletes. And Janty is certainly an athlete. So.
Yep. And then you've got Armand Membu that went to the Jets. McMillan from Arizona, wide receiver to the Carolina Panthers. I'm ecstatic about that pick.
That's a great pick.
That was a great pick.
Yeah, I told Ed before the draft, I want us to pick a wide receiver because we need a weapon. So
I was happy for you.
And also he's got a lot of weapons. I mean, he's a good wideout. So that's a great pick for the Panthers.
Bro, such a good pick for you guys. Damn it.
It is. And he fits what Canales wants to do really well. Like, exactly. I mean, he's like a perfect fit for that type of offense that Canales likes to run.
Yeah, he's tall. He's got some width and wingspan with him too. So
he's NFL he's NFL ready.
Are the Browns really going to be the only fucking team they're going to be making any kind of fucking trades at this point?
Well, I heard that there's like, more quarterbacks out there you could possibly get.
Shut your face.
Not the night, right? Not the night.
Not the night.
So just to continue real quick, we had Kelvin Banks out of Texas went to the Saints.
They passed on Shador. Yeah, they passed on Shador, huh?
Oh yeah, they
Everybody's
did.
passing on Shador.
Colston Loveland, tight end, went to the Bears. Michael Williams out of Georgia went to the 49ers.
Oh my
Tyler
gosh.
Booker, offensive guard, to the Cowboys with a very boring pick, but a need.
A massive
A need. At least they got a need.
Yep. Kenneth Grant out of Michigan, defensive tackle to the Dolphins. You know about Tyler Warden, tight end from Penn State to your Colts.
Beast. Funny story about that. He wears number 44. Dallas Clark wore 44.
Okay.
So little thing there. So the last time that they drafted a tight end in the first round was Dallas Clark. So if he can work out half as well as Dallas Clark did, then I'll be thrilled.
Do you think he goes 44?
I think he does.
Retired, is it?
No, it's not retired.
Yeah.
So it's still out there. I mean, he's in like the horseshoe of honor or whatever it is that the Colts have, but it's technically not retired. So.
Well, I would think he would be the kind of guy that would give the quote unquote, the stamp of approval to wear it. The blessing. Yeah, definitely.
All right. So Arizona's not gonna trade. So they're gonna pick. Arizona needs an edge, wide receiver, cornerback, offensive guard, and the defensive tackle. So a lot of defensive help.
Man, I was hoping that that the Falcons were going to draft another quarterback this year and create some more drama.
Yep. Woo!
Wait a minute.
So does Arizona go with the Arizona wide receiver?
Which one?
Which Arizona wide receiver are you talking about?
The McMillan.
No, he's already picked.
McMillan was already been taken.
Oh, did I miss that? Oh crap!
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was about to say he went to the Panthers. You missed that one.
Panther.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. My bad.
Oh,
I was wondering if I missed another wide receiver out of Arizona.
I apologize. I completely crapped out of that one.
By the way, Mr. Producer, that's quite a nice wind jacket you're wearing. Is that who I think it is?
It depends what you think it is.
1, 2, 3. I'll tell you. Go Pokes.
Go Pokes.
You weren't here, but at the beginning of the show, when he was talking about what he was wearing, what he was drinking, I said in honor of Patrick not being here, and I did one for you too.
Defensive lineman out of
you're a good man.
Walter Nolan,
good man,
out
Donnie
of Ole Miss, is a Cardinal.
Who is?
Walter Nolan.
Oh, that's a good pick. Walter Nolan's a beast. That's a good pick for Zona.
Yeah, they need the help anyway. So that's a good. Again, we've been talking about this all night, Mr. Mayor. That it's a lot of need. They're filling the needs.
This isn't a sexy draft to begin with, and we're all about, like you said earlier, if you're watching this for the executive picks, you're watching the wrong show because we want the sexy picks.
Yeah.
Most of these picks are boring to us, but this is a draft year where everybody's going to fill needs, and we said it early in the night earlier that a lot of needs are going to be met with this draft because there's not a lot of talent. I mean, not a lot of sexy pick talent, flashy talent.
Yep.
One thing that's standing out to me is how there's only been one quarterback taken.
Number one, and that's it.
Yeah.
And he may be the only one taken tonight.
Maybe. Again, we got
so let me ask
for
you
that
this.
20th pick.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Does Jackson Dart get taken before Shador Sanders?
We were just talking about that.
We did. I talked about that. I thought if anybody was going to pull the trigger on some kind of flash move with Jackson Dart, it might be McDaniel with the Dolphins because of concussions with Tua.
Yeah.
He took the producer quickly shot that down and said, "No, that's not going to happen."
But here's
and
the thing.
Didn't.
Well, no, he didn't. He said that's not going to happen in the first.
In the first round. Yes,
it'll be the second round.
I'm telling you, Jackson Dart's going to be a steal for someone in the second round. I love Jackson Dart.
Here's the thing, though. Okay, so the one team that needs a quarterback left in this draft is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
That's it. No one else.
That's where I was looking. That's where I was looking.
Right. So will a team that needs a quarterback jump back into, let's say, the 19th or the 20th pick to pick ahead of the Pittsburgh Steelers to grab a quarterback?
it's nice to know that that Mr. Influencer is grumbling in the background.
Let him know.
Because
He can come join us and ask that question
Yeah.
himself.
well, because I'm saying someone's a beast, and I've said it quite a few times in the short time I've been on. So he goes, I can just hear it now. He's so annoying. Literally, everyone can't be a beast. He's terrible at analysis.
And as you've said several times, Patrick, I will say it for you. You live rent-free in his head.
I sure do.
I'm scorekeeping while watching this game and doing this. What's his excuse?
We don't know. So
He'll find one.
We'll find one.
Yeah.
let's
Because he's not driving.
Yeah.
No,
Shannon's
he's not.
driving, we're
Chen
sure.
is and then Chen is
Well,
the one that's
time
also.
out. If she's driving and commenting, I wouldn't recommend that.
No.
Steelers, Tyler saw 3rd round, 4th round.
I can see that.
I could see that too. But
If he's there.
well, I'm just interested in the Steelers draft because I want to see what they're going to do with, how does this impact, any pursuit of Aaron Rodgers? Because what they do tonight to me is going to dictate a lot about how they feel about that. Because, I mean, I'm not saying that the person they draft tonight is going to be the starter, but I think it's going to tell me a lot about what's the likelihood what their plans are. Because I'm surprised they've even still been in it because Mike Tomlin's not one to deal with BS.
No.
But he better get ready.
Yeah. He's not the best driver. Sorry.
Oh, so Eric is driving. Okay.
But is he asleep while driving?
He's actually driving. Oh, my Lord.
It'd be like a family vacation where Chevy Chase falls asleep as he's driving.
Listen, Mike, I'd rather you guys run with that turd nugget than Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers will literally destroy the organization and set you guys back years.
Speaking of teams, people that Ed loves, what are the Ravens going to do with their 11 picks in this draft?
They have more picks than the Browns.
Yeah, they have the most picks.
As of before the trade.
Yeah, so I'll put it this way: I don't know. You guys would probably know this better than I would. But going into tonight, before any trades happened, as far as 2025, the Ravens had the most picks, unless they've traded some or done.
They haven't yet.
Okay, but they had 11 picks. If I remember
the Bengals
correctly.
are picking defensive lineman Shamar Stewart.
Okay.
Out of Texas A&M.
Ah, gig 'em.
The 49ers also had 11 picks.
Oh, did they? Okay. See, this is why we keep people like you guys around. So when I say something wrong, you can correct it. Outstanding. Mr. Producer, you're looking very stylish tonight, my friend.
Thank you.
That's why he took the first shift.
Listen, Mrs. Influencer, I didn't even realize he took a shift.
Right.
I never see him driving.
They keep showing Shador Sanders just standing there.
I thought he wasn't there.
He's not.
He's not. They're showing him in Colorado at
no, he's in Texas.
Oh, he's in Texas. Oh, that's right. He's in
Texas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ed, you know how it is? Like, he hasn't invited any of his teammates to his birthday party, so he hasn't get invited to the party tonight.
Who was that sat there through the first round and they kept showing a few years ago? Oh gosh, was that with Seattle? Gino, wasn't it Gino that fell to the second round and they kept showing him because they thought he was going to go first round?
I thought it was Levis.
No, it was before that.
Wasn't Geno Smith the number one pick?
No, he wasn't number one.
He wasn't? Okay.
I don't think it was.
There was somebody that was supposed to be a first-round pick, and he fell to the second day, and he had to come back the second day.
See, I remember that, but I don't remember who that was.
Now I'm going to have
sworn that was maybe Gino or something, but I could be totally wrong on that.
Mike, if you're still here, Holsinger, I really like this pick for you guys for the Bengals.
Oh, well, I was completely wrong about Gino, by the way. As you know, I've been wrong a lot in a short time. But yeah, Geno Smith did fall to the second round.
Hey, by the way,
it was Gino.
Eric says he drove you all around Wichita, Patrick.
He did. I'll admit.
See, I didn't say anything because I know he drove me to the Keeper of the Plains.
He did. He did. He did. I'm sorry, Eric.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize.
Listen,
He's
I'm
not
getting
here.
just for the record, I'm getting my lookout puns ready for Saturday's game. So gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Oh man.
Go, yeah.
By the way, Mr. Producer,
Yes,
choose your jokes wisely, okay?
I gotta be very careful because see, he's gonna hold Samantha over my head. Like I can't talk to her anymore if I make any bad jokes. So like, I'm kind of stuck.
You better be nice. But did he take you to New Way Cafe? Eric says he drove you all around.
Yeah, I love this because I said I didn't know he had a shift, and Mrs. Influencer said he doesn't usually, but I got pissy last night, so I was like,
good for you, Mrs.
Way to stand your ground, Mrs. Influencer.
Way to stand your ground.
Yeah.
Well, at some point, Virgil, you just need to stand there in the stands with him and say, Eric, look out at the mountains and how beautiful they are.
Well, that's what I mean. Like with the Chattanooga Choo Choo, you can just say, choose your words wisely.
Hey guys,
See, you guys are giving me obvious ones. I'm gonna have to like really think about some of these.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock, boys and girls.
Mr. Producer, I don't know if you can see this, but he said, Mrs. Influencer said, and the drive to the Keeper of the Plains was a little extended since Samantha kept missing the turn.
So I was told that was on purpose so I can see the scenic route of Wichita.
I thought maybe you were distracting her and she got a little flustered, so maybe
they were distracting each other.
See, I was in the other car, so I cannot say that.
Well then she was looking over. She was looking back at the car.
She was looking back at you. She was keeping an eye out for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm 100% sure that's what the reason was.
She was the keeper of the Virgil.
Oh my God!
Don't get him excited.
Listen. Pure observation on my part. I don't know.
What's the overall under on how many toppings the Spartan Burgers 101 item toppings bar I will sample on Saturday?
I'm going 102 because
I would say
because Phil, you will bring your own, so there will be 101 plus one.
I say it's gonna be around that 50 mark.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I'm just going all in.
All I know is I want to see a list of what the 101 toppings are.
I gotta see that because it's like some of those are not going to be practical toppings.
Right. 102.
So Phil, if you can't find a written version, we need you to take notes and send it to us.
We need to. We will go over this on the show.
Write all 101 down for us.
Or hear me out. Make a song out of it and do it in the form of "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel.
Okay. I like it.
Mr. Producer, I'm like a wrestling pay-per-view. I'm all in.
There will be an update on my YouTube channel and Instagram.
And if he really wants to piss everybody off in line, he can get up there and start singing 101 toppings on the bar, 101 toppings on the bar. Take one down, put it on, and now there's 100 and sing that all the way down the bar.
Do it. Oh my God, that'll be amazing.
That make me mad. I'm not even there.
Here we go. Let's see, because the pick is in for the Seattle Seahawks, boys.
It's Smith and Jigba, isn't it?
Oh, that's such a good pick.
Who'd they get?
Don't know yet.
Oh, you were talking about Smith and Jigba? Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
It's had somebody sending him the picks from behind the stage all night. So
yeah. Did you hear about Lockett? Did you hear about Lockett going to the Titans?
No.
What?
Did you hear about Lockett going to the Titans?
Lockett.
Yeah, like Lockett was released by the Seahawks and he went to the Titans. He signed with the Titans today.
When did that happen?
That happened before the draft.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I saw he signed. I didn't see it was with the Titans. I thought he re-signed with Seattle.
The Seahawks.
No. He was signed with the Seattle last year, but they added him yesterday.
The Seahawks drafting offensive line guard Gray Zabel out of North Dakota State.
Okay,
that's a good pick.
Well, I was gonna say shout out to North Dakota State getting a pick in the first round. Good for them.
That's always nice to see that.
Yeah. Well, it's good
I
to
like
see.
that.
It's good to see that people recognizing talent out of those schools, right? I mean,
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
Is he the latest first round pick since Carson Wentz out of there?
I'd say I'd be willing to bet yes.
No.
Is it
Yeah,
not?
I can't think of anybody in between those two.
No. What's his name? Quarterback who got picked by the San Francisco 49ers. Now he's a Cowboy.
Lance?
Oh, Trey Lance. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
Was he first round?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, he was.
You're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I forgot
Because
that
they
one.
traded up to get him. That's
They
right.
traded
Okay,
them,
okay.
and then Brock Purdy was like, Mr. Irrelevant or whatever it was, and he ends up being the guy
and
that
he ends up being the starter. And then he gets shipped off to the Cowboys.
Okay, my bad. I forgot that one.
Lance got Brady'd.
Eric literally just asked me to look up Lockett, and then his fave friend Patrick answered, "Y'all really do love each other." It is.
Well, he does love me, and I love him. So
There you go.
the great thing is I can speak for him tonight. So he loves me, and I love him.
There it is.
He's gonna be like, no, he's not. He's terrible.
All right, guys. This is where it's about to get interesting for me. Okay, so you got the number 19 pick, which is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? And then you got the Buccaneers. No, I'm sorry, the Broncos after that, right? 19 and 20.
Yeah.
This is where it's going to get interesting. If there's any team that is looking for a quarterback, this is it right here.
Who the
Right
Bucks?
before the Steelers.
Hey, you do realize that they can't draft Baker Mayfield again for you, right?
I know this.
Man, I realize the Bucks didn't draft him originally, but they can't like put him in the draft and then draft him just for you.
So 2 questions for you guys, because the Buccaneers, they need a cornerback, an edge, a linebacker, wide receiver, tight end. What do they go with at this point?
I think they're pretty good on offense. I can see them adding a defensive piece.
I would say I agree.
Yeah, I can't see a wide receiver.
No.
Not in the first round anymore. I think they go defense.
They re-signed Goodwin anyway, which was a bit of a surprise anyway. So their slot is set.
Yeah.
Well, it says best available is Will Johnson. I could see this being where he finally goes, a cornerback at this late to Tampa. But then there's also Pierce. There's also Pierce out of Tennessee. That's an edge rusher. So, and he's listed as the best fit. I'll just go on a limb. I'll say it's going to probably be one of those two guys right there.
Watch it be neither, then.
It probably won't be. Yeah, probably be somebody else. But I could see either one of those being a really good pick for Tampa.
He feels you should be more responsive to his messages. Coincidentally,
God,
that's the one he always nags me about as well.
Yeah, man.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question while we're waiting here for the pick. Give me your biggest bust out of your favorite team, like the biggest draft bust out of your team.
Where do I start?
Already.
Where do I start?
No, I know you got plenty. So do I. But you got to give me your top one. Like, what you think is like the biggest bust, draft bust out of your team? To me, it's Johnny Manziel. And it's not even.
I had to think about that. I have to be honest. I can't think of a specific like super bust for the Panthers. They've had some guys
the
that just
were good for a while. Even went to the Super Bowl, so they had some good players.
And they've always drafted pretty good. I mean, they've had some guys that didn't quite work out, but they weren't like total busts. They just weren't. Man, I have to think about that one for a second.
I'll give you to the end of the show.
Man, that's a tough one.
I need to see if I can pull up a list.
Now, are you talking about?
Actually, Donnie, I think I actually have yours.
Who?
I think I Ray Caruth.
Oh,
that's bringing some hurt right there. That's bringing some pain. Look at him.
Wow,
The thing is, Ray wasn't a bust as a player. He was a bust as a person, but he wasn't a bust as a player.
I mean, that just automatically puts him as a bust.
Yeah, I've actually got his autograph on some. I think I showed that to you guys. I got his autograph on that little program when he came and played in a softball tournament against some Bombers players.
Oh wow,
Jarvis
Jones.
Jones
That's a good call.
That's a good one.
Man, So for the Colts,
All
there's a
right, the
couple that come
Bucks.
to mind. Jeff George is a good example.
Woo! That's a painful one.
It is, well, considering he was the first overall pick, yeah. I mean,
All right, the pick is
But
in
was he
for
really
the
a
Buccaneers for
bust
my pseudo
or
favorite
just a
team.
disappointment?
for the
Because there's a
Colts,
difference to me.
I
yeah,
would
but
say
I
he's a
mean,
bust.
yeah,
I
I'd
would
say he's
say-
a
I
bust
would
for the
say he's a
Colts at
bust.
least. I mean, he went to play on for other NFL teams, but he was a bust for the Colts. I mean, he went like 14 and he went like 14 and 35 or something like that. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, but Trev Alberts is another one.
All right, the Buccaneers got Ohio State, Emeka Mbuka.
Who was that?
The Bucks.
The Bucks
Wide
got
receiver.
Ibuka?
Yeah,
Wow, that's a surprise.
I like the pick.
Well, I mean, Ibuka's
Ooh, good one. Achilles
Listen.
Smith.
yeah.
John
Listen,
Ross.
I don't say this word very often, but man, Ibuka's a beast, man.
He's a monster.
He's an absolute monster.
I know you don't say
Achilles
that word
Smith is
often.
Achilles Smith is a good one.
That's a good one.
Achilles Smith, wasn't he out of Oregon?
Yeah,
Wasn't
he was in
Achilles
Oregon.
Smith out of- I was going to say that was Oregon.
Producer
Man.
is our college football expert. So
Yeah. Ed, what about for you? What about Spurgeon Wynn?
come on, bro. It's Johnny Manziel right now.
I was gonna say you could have had Brady and you drafted Spurgeon Wynn.
Well, a lot of people could have had.
I was gonna
Brady.
say there's about 29 other NFL teams that could say why did we not draft Brady in this spot?
Exactly.
But-
So
But I remember watching like a Brady documentary and they were going through all the quarterbacks taken before Brady, and I'm like Chad Pennington, who was serviceable.
Okay.
Yeah, but like some of the names I heard, and I'm like, if you only knew then what
All
you
right.
know now.
I've got it. This was one guy that I thought was going to be a difference maker that turned out to be a big bust for the Panthers. Kelvin Benjamin.
Oh,
And it was really because of injury, but yeah, he
could never really. Yeah. Eric wanted that
sorry.
beast.
I think I like what Virgil said. The Ray Caruth one. That I almost glad I wasn't drinking my drink. I would have spit it out.
Oh, I
I'm
remember
sorry,
that.
It was just the first one that came to my mind when he said he couldn't think of the Panthers one. It's like, oh, I can.
Listen,
I remember
the
Dan
timing of
Marino
that
was
was
there
phenomenal.
for the
I'm
Steelers,
sorry.
and they didn't take him. Dan Marino should have been drafted by the Steelers.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was right there in their backyard, dude.
The Falcons, like the even though the Falcons did technically draft him, like they traded Brett Favre. A lot of people forget that Brett Favre was originally an Atlanta Falcon.
Oh, I don't.
I remember that out of Georgia Southern.
Southern Miss.
Southern Miss, sorry.
Southern Miss. I was gonna say.
Okay, so the Broncos are on the clock. Michael, are you getting nervous? Are you ready to get your boy Shador Sanders to become a Steeler?
Jackson Dart, baby.
No, because I would like Jackson Dart to make it to the second round pick.
So the Browns
Second round, so the Browns can get over.
That may
Listen.
be what they're trying to do.
Yeah, listen, Jackson Dart's going to be a steal in the second round. I really
Manziel
think
out of
so.
the 100 quarterbacks of the Browns draft, they were Johnny Manziel was like the biggest.
Listen,
bust.
I just want another quarterback to add to the Browns list of people that have started for them. So that's all I want.
So you think Manziel was a bigger bust than Whedon?
Yes.
Wait a second. Who was that?
Brandon
Then
Whedon?
Whedon.
Go Pokes.
Go
Yes.
Pokes.
I do agree that. I agree that Manziel was a bigger bust. Yes.
Okay.
Here's why. Think about it.
Oh,
Brandon Whedon knew exactly what he had. Don
McCall. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
That's a good one.
The Brandon Whedon, we knew what he was, right? He was not going to be like, there forever, but he was going to be like a bridge quarterback. So there was not a lot of expectation. Manziel, he had a great career, whatever you want to call that, at Texas A&M. So there was a lot of expectation coming from him. I was like, all right, he's going to be like the quarterback to turn this franchise around. And then turned out to be like he didn't study, he didn't practice, he didn't do anything, and all he did was do drugs and then show up high as all get out to the games. And that's why I think he was the biggest bust. But man, the Bucks picking Mbuka, ooh, that's a good one. Damn it.
I mean, it's another it's another like
That's
it's
another
weapon
whipper
for
for my boy
Baker.
Mayfield.
Yeah, you know, we all know you have.
So while they are not my team, but they are the closest one to me, Vince Young for the Titans.
Oh, good pick.
Yeah.
Good pick. Man,
The
whenever I think about
Buccaneers
the
have a
Titans, I
soft
think
spot in
about
my
the
heart,
legend
okay?
himself, Ryan Tannehill.
Oh God.
The legend himself.
All right, still on the clock. They're using the full 10 minutes.
Who's on the clock now? The
The
Steelers?
Broncos.
The Broncos. Oh man, what? Let's put on our foil hat. What does Val think they're going to get, or are they going to be screwed? Like the clock's going to stop working, and they have to make a panic pick.
Yeah, we should
I
have got Val
started
for
it.
this to see what she said.
I
what she would've
started to
said.
text her. Yeah, you're right. We
just
should have got
texted
her to
her.
sit in.
I just texted her.
Okay, I started to text her to see what she thought the pick was going to be.
I was like, who they picking, Val? Who they picking? Kevin King for the Pack. As a bust, recent.
Well, he must be a bust because I don't even know who he is. I never heard of him.
I mean, I thought he was going to say Jordan Love. Here we go. Wait a second. Let me stir it up.
It's coming.
Let me stir it up. He'll listen. He'll love that remark.
Oh man, they're using the full 10 minutes.
You know, Sean Payton needs his time. You know.
They need running back, wide receivers, defensive tackle, center, and a tight end.
Well, they can't have Tyler Warren.
Yep, he's your tight end. Yeah.
Yes, he is. And by gosh, did we need one? When Mo Alley Cox is your top one of your top tight ends. That's sad.
I mean, that's fair.
The pick is in. The pick is in, boys.
Spurgeon win. Brian Hoyer.
Wow. He didn't love that comment.
Oh, I'm well aware, Mrs. Influencer.
Interesting. Let's see. All right, so we got Shedeur Sanders is going to be next. He is going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Stop.
Listen, it's prime time that he gets picked, right?
It is during prime time too, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Here we go, Steelers.
What is the CEO of the Dad Hat Chronicles think about that?
I don't know. I think she's upstairs, so I don't know if she's down here.
Well, I'd be interested to hear her reaction to that.
I think Darla went up to bed.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
All right, we got a tie game now.
How are those trash pandas doing there, Virgil? Tied?
Oh, they're tied. They scored 2 runs in the 6th, so now we got a tie game. We got a guy on third, and we got Emerson.
Jahdae Barron, cornerback, safety, out of Texas.
Okay,
it's not a bad pick.
Is that for the
Broncos?
The Broncos, yeah. I'm really happy that Jackson Dart's going to be going to Pittsburgh.
All right. Shedeur time, baby. You ready, Mike?
You're
Let
gonna be
go.
so disappointed.
Huh?
You're gonna be so disappointed.
Shedeur time.
I'm waiting to hear the Browns trade in. The Browns trade up to get Shedeur Sanders.
And look who is there for the Steelers, Derek Harmon.
Ah. Well, Michael, you've been saying that a couple of times tonight.
He has. He's been saying it all night.
Has he?
Yeah.
Well, Michael, is that who you want, or is that who you think they're going to take?
The Steelers need is the
Two
very
he
first
won't.
one.
Well, both he thinks.
The Steelers.
I mean, it'd be a
number
good
one
pick if they
need.
got him.
The Steelers' number one need quarterback,
Yeah.
cornerback, wide receiver, running back, offensive tackle.
Listen, they need to talk to New York and get Jameis Winston because that will alter the face of that franchise.
I feel the suspense on this one.
Yeah, Mike wants him. Derek Harmon.
Yeah. I'm waiting. Listen, I'm just waiting for the Browns to do something.
The trash man is like to thank Stone Guard Roofing for sponsoring.
Surprised, honestly, that they Browns haven't done anything else.
Tennessee Valley for 17 years.
Before this pick, the Browns trade back for DTR. Bring him home. His QBR was so good that they wanted to bring him back for another year.
God, such a shit player.
Well, ESPN says the best fit is Omarion Hampton, the running back out of North Carolina.
Ooh. Well, that makes sense because
Najee Harris left.
Najee Harris left to go to LA.
Yeah.
So they do need a running back.
Well, they've got Jalen Warren, who's done pretty good, but I don't think he's really a starter.
Here's one. No, stay with me. Cam Scattaboo.
Where is he projected? Actually, I didn't
He
even
dropped.
see his name.
I figure he's like a second or third round pick.
Yeah, he's going to get grabbed at some point.
I think he could be a sneaky good fullback or something like that. Like a Jacob Hester or something like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, Steelers, here we go. Are taking
Man.
Derek Harmon,
Oh,
defensive
good
line.
Yeah. Michael, go party now. You got your pick.
All right, Shador Sanders, it's off the first round. No one else needs a quarterback.
Man, so what you're saying is he didn't get his birthday wish at that birthday party no one went to.
None.
I mean, unless somebody trades back into the first round at the end to get him.
You know what I'm waiting for?
Why
I'm
would
waiting
you
for the
just wait?
Jets to make a move,
Right.
just out of nowhere to be like, oh, we paid for Justin Fields, but it would be a Jets thing to do to go and get Sanders.
Why?
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe
I mean-
under Aaron Glenn, that's different. But under previous Jets leadership, I could totally see that being something that that head coach would be talked into doing. But hopefully Aaron Glenn, Steelers running to the podium to pick Sanders.
I want the Steelers to get Caleb Johnson from Iowa as their running back.
Wouldn't be a bad pick.
That's not a bad pick. No, that's a good pick.
You know, you're right, Ed. Somebody should. There's no reason to jump back in the first round to get Sanders, but there's also
Yeah,
the
good point.
PR move of going back and getting him and calling him a first round pick.
Oh God, yeah, but then you're gonna call him a first round pick, but then you're not gonna pay him like the top 10, top 5. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh yeah.
Everyone wants to know who the defensive line guy is going to protect. We all know it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers now.
Yeah. No, Jordan Love.
All right, so now
So Patrick, I'd be careful talking about Shador Sanders. Indianapolis may trade up to get him.
I'll be eating a lot of crow if that happens, bro. But you know what? With our owner, you just never know.
yeah, I was just gonna say you never know, right?
Yeah. Imagine that QB room. Sanders, Richardson, and Jones.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Jesus.
Murderer's row right there.
Man, let me tell you this. You might as well just pack up for 2027 at that point.
That's when and when you thought that the
Yes, I
Raiders
did say
had the worst
2027
quarterback
because you're
room,
screwed for the next 2 years at least.
and you thought that the Raiders had the worst quarterback room. The Colts were like, hold my beer.
Yeah, listen. I may go steal that Raiders quarterback room if that happened.
Derek Harmon is a big boy.
Yeah, he is.
6'4.5" and 313 pounds.
Yeah, dude's a unit.
That's a big boy.
Is he a G unit?
G unit.
G unit.
I'll remember that. That was a good CD. I used to have that.
Yeah.
Nope, no Sanders, Joe.
Yeah. Donnie was around when they first started doing like spoken word rap in the 50s.
Cam Hayward
I
hasn't
still
gone
love
anywhere.
I still love listening to stuff like Grandmaster Flash and all that because it's so flow la like this, talk like this, ya la. It's like
Right.
Listen,
Listen,
every
Jeff
word
Can
is
sign that man up. So
that's my style back then.
said his debut album is going to be Duh Mayor. D.A.
Donnie, I say this with all sincerity. Never do that again.
Oh my god! All right, so
Listen.
the Falcons are on the clock again, guys.
So you know what they're going to do? They're going to draft Shador Sanders. So it's going to be Penix, Cousins, and Sanders.
Jesus.
Oh God. No, there's
Listen,
no way. No,
Listen,
no,
I'm here. I'm here for the Falcons to rise up and mess stuff up.
No. Falcons drafting Sanders makes no sense.
No.
But do the Falcons ever make sense?
No.
I mean, they drafted up for Penix, and people thought they were crazy, and that tends to be working for them right now.
But at the time, I'm saying like you signed Cousins to a humongous deal and you trade up to get.
But that
Penix.
was the thing, though.
Okay,
like,
that's
if you were
true.
going to
Donnie-
do that,
Donnie was the only person on planet Earth that loved that pick. Donnie was literally the only person on planet Earth back then. Now you look like a genius. Now
you look like a genius.
Technically, that would have been two of us because I wasn't on the show yet.
True. But here's the
Oh.
thing, though. The argument is like if you're going to sign Kirk Cousins, which everybody was like, why would you? Like, why would you go in and draft them? All right. If you knew you were going to do that, then don't sign Kirk Cousins to that massive deal.
Well, I mean, I think clearly they were expecting Penix just kind of be, the backup under Cousins for a long time.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Cousins kind of just did what he did, and they had to bring him up early. Because he clearly
Shit
was
the
not,
bed again?
Yeah, pretty much. He wasn't ready for – I was not expecting him to go in this season.
Virgil, I don't know if you remember the controversy that I created last year when I talked about Big Penix energy. No one had heard about
I
it.
remember that. No,
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah. Well, seems like you and Donnie must have had it.
I kept saying, man, I thought it was a great pick. I thought it was the way to go. So.
Donnie was on the Gong Show. Oh, that's a great one.
And Mrs. Influencer said, America's Got Talent, Donnie. Thoughts? Here you go. When I get to with the top, I'm going to rap like this all the time.
I think it's time for me to start buying more Tampa Bay Buccaneers gear.
Why? Because of the Browns?
Yeah.
Man.
You're in North Carolina, man. Just become a Panther fan.
Are you out of your mind?
You need to temper those expectations. I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Oh
my god! Are you high?
What?
That was not a good sell job there, Donnie.
Compared to the Browns, the Panthers are
terrible. Terrible.
No, they're terrible. They're both bad owners who can't get out of the way.
Listen, take it from a guy who also roots for a team that sucks. Your team's terrible.
No, I'm not gonna pick the Panthers.
Yeah. Listen, I already know he's not going to pick the Colts, so I'm not going to waste time asking.
Or the Jaguars.
No, God, no.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: do you guys like the pick of Hunter for the Jaguars?
Yeah,
I
like it.
Yeah.
Eric isn't here for it, Donnie.
Ask if Donnie cares.
I don't understand. I don't understand the trading up. I don't feel like that. Crap. I don't think they needed that pick, honestly.
No, they needed more help on defense than anything else.
See, I thought that, and the reports were really that they were going to trade up to get Janty.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
Because, and no disrespect to your Clemson guy, Donnie, but they didn't feel like, the belief was that Janty was the missing piece to that offense.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Which, I don't know, but they must feel okay, because maybe Travis Hunter could be running back too. I don't know. maybe he can be wide receiver, running back, quarterback.
Well, I mean, in hindsight, they could have stayed at 5 and got Genty. So
yeah. But they gave up a lot to go and get Travis Hunter, so they really must be in love with him.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, Joe.
Yeah. Well, that's my burner account, so of course of course we had the same thought.
That's what I was thinking. It's like if there's no quarterbacks being picked, then at that point it's like, all right, we wait. Let's wait.
I mean, listen, Jackson Dart admittedly does makes some really questionable head scratching throws sometimes, but
he's
man,
good.
He can sling it though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he can.
And
sling
he'll
the
learn.
football.
Like I was just saying, like if he goes and sits there behind Joe Flacco, right? Joe Flacco is kind of like the same player.
Yeah, and let me tell you something important. Jackson Dart's teammates absolutely love him. So,
All right, fans, it's time.
Take that.
All right, fans, it's time for I don't know because we got muted.
Let's go, baseball fans.
Let's go, trash. He's ignoring us. Look at him.
And now for the Browns pick.
All right, the Chargers.
Virgil.
I don't know. But did the Falcons trade?
Win.
Did the Falcons trade with the Chargers?
Oh, did they?
I don't see anything about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just haven't updated. Give me a minute. It's on the clock. There's 36 seconds on the clock, and the Chargers haven't picked it.
Sanders. The headline I'm seeing is Sanders sliding.
Oh!
Yeah, they did. They did. The Chargers are on the clock.
Wait, who's on the clock?
The Chargers.
The Chargers. It's raining.
I'm surprised Will Johnson's still on.
I thought they had that pick.
They did.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Will Johnson's still on.
The Weather Girls, man.
Yeah, the moment I heard this song start, I was like, okay, I got to unmute for this.
Listen, whatever you think of this song, it is a great song.
It's 100%. I love the song.
Have you seen the video of this song?
Yeah.
It's so bad and yet so good.
It's required viewing for everybody to see the music
You
video.
guys gotta
for it.
watch this one. It's so cool. And now the Browns pick. Let's go, trash. Hey, all right, Mrs. Influencer. All right,
Love
let's
this.
take a look into what the Chargers are picking. Woo!
Now on the mound for the Barons, number 30, Jake.
Now
What's
for
the
the
crystal
Bears.
ball tell you there, Ed?
I don't know yet. I gotta look. I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, throw a couple more tea leaves on there.
I haven't seen anything yet. It's been quiet. Barons suck. Barons suck. They pick Omarion Hampton.
Oh, the running back guy.
The running
Carolina.
Yep.
That's interesting because they just signed Najee Harris. Now they've got Omari Hampton.
A lot of NFL teams are going with that two-back system
Well, I know.
now.
I know. I
Yeah.
mean,
And
but
now you keep them both healthy. You know what I'm
and
saying?
Jim Harbaugh loves running the football.
He
So-
does.
Yeah.
That's a great pick.
Because
That's
he
a great
loves
pick.
controlling the clock, right?
Yep.
The less time you
Yep.
give the other opponent, the better it is, and then you get
And
the defense tired. It's a genius. I like this pick.
It's a great
Yeah,
pick.
that's a total Harbaugh pick right there.
Yeah,
And Najee does better in a shared system.
I agree. Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're right. This is a great pick for them. I like this pick a lot. All right, Eric, Mrs. Influencer. What does Eric want now? Because it's the Packers now.
He wants Shador Sanders.
That would be a great pick for them.
That would be a fantastic pick for them.
Such a great pick for them.
Like if Jordan Pick's an injury risk, so you need another quarterback
You
to
got
step
Shador
in.
Sanders right there for the taking,
right.
baby.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
He can
Let's
sit behind him
go.
for a few years, and he can be the Green Bay's QB of the future.
And then
Yes,
in a
dude.
year or
Yes,
two, then you got Daddy coaching the Packers. Oh my God.
Man,
Oh, that's just mean.
Let's go,
man.
Pack, go. Go, Pack, go.
I
Listen,
think this is where Will Johnson goes. I mean,
I think
cornerback is their biggest need.
yeah, I think Will Johnson's a perfect fit for them.
Yeah, but
Yep.
said the best fit right here is James Pierce Jr.
Well, what happens with Jair Alexander?
Number 9, Noah Rossi.
Man, he is a tough running back.
Now, I think they go with the Michigan guy. Being up in Wisconsin like that, they'll pick the Michigan guy.
I think Will Johnson's the pick too. That's what I would go
Yeah.
with. He's best available anyway. And then this draft, I've seen a lot of people going for best available.
You guys want me to do a unboxing video real quick?
Wait, you're gonna be? Are you gonna film a video while you're live?
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Whoa, bro, you're taking this. There's levels to this game.
Oh, well, there is.
Man, I
You guys
love
want me to
that.
open up one of the hats that I got here.
Oh, great! Like, are you gonna spend my money? Like, what am I talking about? You made me spend more money this week than Donnie has,
All
and
right.
that's saying something.
Pick.
Donnie
I-
spends hundreds of my dollars
Which
every
should I
week.
open?
Left hand.
Right hand.
All right. So we got one left. We got one right. What do
Virgil,
you
you're the
say, producer?
tiebreaker.
Right hand.
Damn it!
Right-handed.
I started to send the. I got an email today from Lehigh about the new Coquise merch. You seen the new blue hat?
Don't you dare send it. He doesn't
It
know.
is
He wants Patrick
sweet.
to stop talking.
Love you too. He goes, I hate him. He's terrible. Man, this. Ooh.
Oh, the flying A.
Is that a golfer hat? Is that a golfer hat?
No.
Is
Canvas.
that a 950 snap?
This is a 950 strap.
Oh, nice 950 strap. Okay.
Canvas.
Yes, sir.
Look at the eyelids too.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, the
Those
little
are
metal eyelets.
metal
Nice.
eyelets.
This thing is pretty.
Hmm.
Let's take a look on the. You got less than 5 minutes, Eric. What do you want?
Yeah. Eric, do you want a quarterback?
Shador. Shador. Shador.
No. In all seriousness, I think Donnie got spot on.
With Will Johnson?
I do.
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, listen, and Eric, I don't know, is Jair Alexander still with the Pack, right? And he's going to be healthy? Because I know he was injured last year a little bit. So I know you don't want me talking, but I really am asking a legitimate question this time.
Let him. He's not here to tell you what to do.
No,
He's not here.
Listen. He could be here and try to tell me what to do. I'm not going to listen anyway.
True story.
So I never shut up.
Do you think the NFL told the rest of the late teams, guys, use the full 10 minutes? This is a full show.
Yeah. Like milk it. Yep.
Look at
all it's worth.
Sea of people.
Because if they use the whole 10 minutes, they can throw in those 6-minute commercial breaks.
Damn it, Donnie.
I had to send it to you. I love that hat.
Damn it.
Joe, I'm so jealous that I want to make it to
Side
that
note, went to
ballpark.
Jersey Shore, Jersey, amazing ballpark, tons of great merch. Pork rolls, Taylor ham was amazing. There we go.
Hey, Joe, did you get any merch?
You gotta get merch. If you didn't, I'll be disappointed.
Hey, listen, burner account. I need to know if you got something.
Yeah.
If you're my burner account, it's virtually guaranteed you did. He doesn't like who they choose usually, so it doesn't matter. He doesn't like anything.
Logo ball. Okay.
Oh, good. Nice. That's a nice pickup.
Yeah, that's a good one. He feels they'll send him and Christian Watson elsewhere.
Ah. So if they're gonna trade Jair, then I think they're gonna have to take Will Johnson.
Boy, oh boy.
That looks good, bro.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That is a cool logo.
They need to they need to change back from Los Angeles, whatever, to the Anaheim Angels and bring this puppy back. I am such a
In-
huge fan of this logo.
Yeah. In the words of Ed Rivera, brawl,
Bruh.
Yeah.
brawl,
Bruh.
brawl.
Damn it, Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie's always spending people's money. Golly,
I'm what?
Son of
you're
a
always
bitch.
spending people's money. Golly. I mean,
Yeah.
you made me spend money this week in the Quad Cities River Bandit store. You made me spend money in what's the other one that you made me spend money in? Let me check.
Well, y'all made me spend so much money. I need to share love.
Listen, I'm gonna go through a list of what Donnie made me spend this week. Let's see. Quad Cities River Bandits, Akron Rubber Ducks. Let's see. The country, the wonderful country of Canada, has Ed to thank for making me spend money in their country twice. Thank you, Ed.
That was my
Yeah.
fault.
Listen, Donnie, you get a reprieve for that one. Those two are all 100%
I will
Ed.
own that one. That one I
Let's
completely
see.
own on that
Let's
one.
see.
Yes,
Hat
I do.
Heaven. Oh, that was Donnie. Hat Club. That was Donnie.
What?
Golly. Just nonstop, Donnie. Golly. Let's see. What's the other one? Oh, yeah. Virgil's responsible for one, too. Yeah. Springfield. Thanks a lot, Virgil.
Let's take a look at the Iron Pigs. I don't know how he feels about your statements, Patrick. He looks cranky, but he's driving so that he could be. That could be.
So he looks cranky. So we know he's breathing because he's always cranky.
True story.
So well, at least I know he's alive. So that's a wellness check, right? So
Let's take a look at the cap.
yeah. And Ed's guiltier than all of you because he made me get multiple hats in Canada. Golly.
Can't believe that.
Yeah, he did. Put up that dang video on Instagram that got all those views and likes. Golly.
Hopefully, you only had to pay one shipping, though.
What's that?
Did you only have to pay one shipping, or was it multiple from multiple places?
Multiple places in Canada because one was the Longcocks. Thanks,
okay.
Ed. And then the other one was the
Packers
Cobra
are drafting wide receiver Matthew Golden out of Texas.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. I was not expecting a
Dang.
second wide receiver to go in the first round.
Listen, I'm Ole Miss is like my, sleeper team. I need Jackson Dart to get drafted, man.
He's gonna get drafted by the Browns, bro.
Listen, I want the Browns to get to go in the second round and pick like the 17th rated QB on the board and take him in the second round, and they're like, he's way overvalued at that pick. They're okay. Yeah, nice. Is your eye okay?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I want them to take someone out of St. Clement's University, out of they're like, and they're gonna say Paul De Podesta said his stats were off the
no
chart.
longer with the team, bro.
Listen, they hired him back as a consultant for the draft, okay? And they're gonna say, man, his stats are just off the charts. Like his walk rate from the bench
in college.
His walk rate from the bench to the huddle was off the charts good. Why'd you pick him? His WAR was outstanding.
All right, go Pack, go! Wide receiver Matthew Golden, baby.
Yeah.
Well, someone is angry over there at that game.
Man, are we feeling golden, Mr. Influencer? Is that music to your ears? Man, you know what? Yeah, she's right. I was just about to say that. Mrs. Influencer is right on. They took a wide receiver in the first round for the first time since 1902. I'm like, I think it's actually more like Sterling Sharp, but No,
didn't we actually look?
We
this
did.
Up
we
before?
talked about this. We talked about this, and I can't remember. And you even looked it up, Mr. Producer, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was.
It wasn't Sterling Sharp. It was somebody in between them. It was a name I didn't recognize.
Yeah, it was one. It was one I never would have guessed, and I can't remember it again. So, but But they waited until Aaron Rodgers left town and drafted a wide receiver in the first round. Ed, are you pretending to be silent? Because I can't hear you.
What?
I muted myself.
Okay.
Mrs. Influencer doesn't know how he feels about this because he doesn't know much about the guy. Javon Walker. Nice headphones you got there, Mr. Influencer. Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, my earbuds were starting to bug my ears, and they were kind of breaking up on me, so I
got you.
Wired in.
I can't believe Will Johnson's still on the board.
All right, so now we got the Vikings. The Vikings are on the clock, so they need cornerback, offensive guard, defensive tackle, safety, and wide receiver.
Listen. Shedeur Sanders to Minnesota.
As much as
it's not going to happen. You can't just make Shedeur Sanders happen.
Yeah, that one's not going to happen.
No, I said Shedeur Sanders and J.J. McCarthy are going to have a QB battle.
You did not say that.
He did say that.
Virgil, it's recorded. I said it.
Shedeur Sanders, J.J. McCarthy, and Aaron Rodgers in the same quarterback room.
Mr. Producer, I'm going to be real with you. I'm trying to manifest the story here so that ESPN has something to run with. Okay.
I know what you're trying to do. I get it. I get you're looking out for the news people.
Hashtag for the content.
I was going to say, listen, ESPN just signed Stephen A. Smith to a fat new contract. They need something for him to wax lyrically about.
Well, when the Lakers get knocked out of the playoffs, I mean, he'll have that for at least a good 4 months.
Well, that's preposterous.
Okay, how about this?
That's blasphemous.
How about this? LA needs a future quarterback behind Stafford.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh.
LA could be, Flash, Sanders, Dion.
Okay.
LA could be a spot.
This one is for the producer. L.A. Knight. Yeah.
I can see LA. I can see that one.
Yeah, I can too. Are y'all staying on for the entire first round? Mrs. Influencer wants to know.
Yep, we're still here.
Listen,
we got
again,
nine more picks at 10
I like the
minutes
wrestling
apiece. We got an
pay-per-view.
hour
I'm
and a half
all in,
left.
so let's go.
Yeah. My phone's at 11%, so it's not going to be by choice.
Well, by the time it's over, you'll probably be back home for the last 4 or 5 picks.
I don't know. This game's 2-2 in the 8th, so we'll see how that goes.
Well,
See, I made a mistake.
So,
I made a mistake. I decided to score keep this game. If
Yeah.
I didn't do that, I probably would have left by now.
the next 6 picks are going to be an hour, so.
All right, guys.
Michael said they need a QB.
The Vikings pick is in.
Shedeur Sanders.
Vikings are drafting offensive line Donovan Jackson.
Ah, okay.
Ohio State.
Got to protect McCarthy.
Is that the Ohio State?
The Ohio State.
Oh, so an Ohio State guy's got to protect a Michigan guy.
Ooh.
Sorry, dude. That guy slipped by me. Sorry about that.
Oh, wait.
My bad, bro. My bad, bro.
As the defensive lineman just darting by.
Listen.
Oh, wait.
So, yes. I.O. So if J.J. McCarthy has a big blue bruise, then we're going to know why.
All right, so that's the second Ohio State guy.
So based on what Mr. Producer was saying,
Yeah.
the Texans at 25 are going to take Shedeur Sanders to compete with C.J. Stroud, right?
Eric wants only 100 years of the 102 comments. Green Bay took a wide receiver in 2002.
Man.
Who was the wide receiver? Can y'all name him?
No, hell no.
Listen, it was like John Q. Public or something. I don't know.
I don't know it either. I'm trying to think of who 2002.
Well, the thing is, we already talked about this on a previous episode. And I think I said like Jordy Nelson or something like that, which is not even true. I think Jordy Nelson was like a 3rd round pick or something like that.
If we're talking about the wide receiver for the Packers, I think it was Javon Walker, wasn't it?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I bet you're
sorry,
right.
Michael even said that.
Okay, yep.
My bad. Michael, I'm sorry. I completely missed that.
Crap, the rain just picked back up again, so
The
not
rain
too
had?
happy about that.
Find a place to stay dry, Mr. Producer.
Get yourself another beer. All right, so only one quarterback so far.
So let me ask you this, and in the way too early analysis, since the first round isn't even done, so
Sure.
far, who has the steal of the first round? Can you even extrapolate that from the picks? So what I'm hearing is Javon Walker is the steal of the first round, even though he was a first round pick in 2002. Fantastic.
I think
There's a
she
lot
was
of
getting around to answering your question.
I know.
Because there's so many need picks. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what the steal is? The steal is Jacksonville jumping to 2 and grabbing Travis Hunter, I think.
You think so?
I mean,
even taking in what they traded to make that move.
Listen, that's what I was just gonna say. I think the steal is the actual fact that like the Browns fleeced the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
All those picks.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
probably a better way.
Long term, I think the Browns are going to benefit from that. I mean, Travis Hunter.
Listen, I get it. I get this is a need draft. I don't mind the pick. I wanted to. Again, if you want like general manager thoughts on the show, that's
Mrs. Influencer, breaking news, but my feed is way behind. Giants traded back up. They're coming for Sanders.
Oh, they're on the clock.
The Giants are?
Yeah.
And they're getting Shador. You don't make that move if you're not getting Shador. Now, if they do that, that's going to be a heck of a QB room. Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and Shador Sanders.
That makes no sense to me.
It's the New York Giants. When do they ever?
I was just gonna say.
I know, but still, that makes. I'm baffled by that.
What actually makes sense is the Giants going ahead of the LA Rams because the LA Rams may have wanted Shador Sanders, which you were probably right. I mean that's a Rams pick right
I think
there.
Shador Sanders loves this because by virtue of being in close proximity to New York with marketing opportunities and whatnot. Oh, by the way, go Pokes.
Go Pokes.
Sorry, I saw the logo and I have an obligation to keep here.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous of that jacket, though, Mr. Producer.
The
I love
Giants get the pick number 25. Texans get pick number 34, number 99, and that's 2026 third round pick.
Oh, great! So you trade all that to get Shador Sanders? Listen, I'll laugh if they traded up to get Jackson Dart.
I was about to say that.
And maybe, but I think they like Shador Sanders though. So because the Giants said we're not done yet.
I mean, it would be a Giants thing to do, right?
Wait a second. They did it. They took Jackson Dart at number 25.
They did.
That is hilarious.
Whoa.
That is absolutely hilarious.
Jackson Dart in New York.
Whoa.
Let's go. That's a great pick for the Giants. That's a phenomenal pick for the Giants.
I'm kind of mad because I wanted him to drop to the Browns.
I don't know. Like, I know Jackson Dart missed it. Yeah. The answer is because they wanted to play darts.
Well, I mean, there were reports. There were talking heads and reports saying that Dart was going to be drafted before Sanders. So
True.
I wouldn't be so. Holy crap! Hold on, you guys got to see this.
I just see a handsome face.
I appreciate that.
Dave looks like a guy scared
but it is the bottom dropped out.
Are they playing?
Hey,
I see people running.
Hey, Virgil, that looks like what I drove through to get home from my work meeting.
What was that?
I said that looks like what I drove in to get home from my work meeting.
Yeah, they're running out to roll the turf out immediately.
So my burner account, Joe said Dayball looks like a guy scared to lose his job. Dart gives him another year or two. I think that Dayball likes Dart and he thinks he can do a lot with him. By the way, what do you think Prime is thinking about all this, about his son falling?
Oh, he's getting pissed.
Well, you know what he's gonna say? He's gonna say, he's just gonna use this as motivation, as a chip on his shoulder, and he's gonna be a great NFL quarterback. He's gonna outperform all of them. That's what he's gonna say.
Listen, he could also say, listen, Tom Brady went late.
Yeah.
Right.
Do second or third round picks get their numbers retired? Well, that's a good point because you can be Mr. Irrelevant and still get your number retired because
number six round pick does. Tom Brady.
Yeah. Well, Spurgeon win.
Let me ask you, do you think that this was smart from the Giants, though?
I don't know if you should have traded up to get Jackson Dart.
I think
wouldn't have given up a lot of.
Was going to still be there.
I think so.
In the second round.
I think so.
The only reason they would have done that is if they knew Los Angeles was going to pick him up.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about Dart. I mean, Dart's more of a Stafford's style, look, kind of feel quarterback. So, yeah.
Well, and the other one with the Saints, right? I mean, the Saints might have wanted him.
I don't think, Joe, you're saying Dable looks like a guy scared to lose his job. I think it's Joe Sheen that's scared to lose his job.
Listen, if I was Joe Sheen, I'd be scared.
I mean, so they didn't. What did they give up? They gave up so they came up from 34, which is a second round pick.
Yep.
To the first round,
and a third next year.
So they basically traded 2 late picks and swapped this year. That's not that bad to go get a guy that could be a starting quarterback for you.
Yeah. I mean, Jackson Dart's not going to be a starter this year, which I think is a good thing. I don't think he's ready to be an NFL starter yet.
No, but could be.
But look, listen, I think he's going to have a good support system in New York, if nothing else, because, Jameis, whether you like him or not, he's a great teammate. Like, he's going to be there. He's the guy that I really do believe is going to support someone that comes in, even if it's at the expense of him playing. But,
Falcons are moving up into the first round to the Rams spot.
Shedeur Sanders versus Penix. Kirk Cousins traded to the Browns.
Hold on. Who's trading out?
The Falcons.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. It's happening. It's getting crazy.
Shedeur Sanders. He's going where his dad played. For both baseball and football.
That would be hilarious.
Listen, rise up, ATL. Rise up, ATL. Hey, Shedeur, if you get drafted by the Falcons, Virgil will come and see one of your games. Virgil's driving to Atlanta.
So does that tell you that the Rams were possibly
Virgil, I'm not doing that just
Dart
completely selfish
because they traded out?
Just so you know.
Listen, I'm only driving to Atlanta to see a Georgia State or Georgia Tech baseball game. And nothing else.
Well, I mean, at least if you come to Atlanta, you didn't, you'd invite me. Donnie just says no.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Donnie's like, I'm going to see a game in Athens. Heck with him.
I pick and choose my moments.
Yeah, You wait until I can't go.
Well, I gave you 2 weeks notice the next time, and you bolted on me, so.
That's fair. What do you think the Falcons are going to do? Like, what are their needs? Let me see. Listen, I like Jackson Dart in New York. I don't know. I
mean, I can't think of who else they would be trading up for, but I don't understand going to get Shedeur if you've got Penix.
Who's best available right now?
Will Johnson.
Will Johnson? Are you trading up to get Johnson?
I don't know. That seems like a weird thing to trade up for.
Or James Pierce, the linebacker. I mean, not linebacker, edge rusher out of Tennessee.
I know what they're doing. they're trading up to get Cam Scattaboo.
That'll be
See,
hilarious.
that's a man of culture right there.
That's a culture change for the organization.
So, do we know what they swapped here?
No,
let me
I'm
check.
looking.
Let me check. I'm doing my best producer impression here.
And the
Well,
fact that the Rams traded out, do you think they traded out because they were going to take Dart, and once he was gone, they were like, bounce?
That's starting to make more sense, especially if they just did that.
I mean, the Rams have never given a crap about first-round picks anyway.
So the Falcons are trading a future 1 to the Rams to come back up into round 1.
Yep.
So it's Falcons traded the 46th, 242nd, and a 2026 first for the Rams, number 26, and their pick 101.
Interesting.
That's a big move. So they must.
That's kind of huge.
Well, I mean, to trade a future 1 to go back into the late first round.
Edge James Pierce Jr. out of Tennessee.
They did that to get Pierce?
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't gonna. He was gonna be gone before the end of the first round for sure. Because you got the Ravens, the Lions, the Commanders coming up. All three of them would take him. Kansas City. He was not going to make it in the second round, so I could see that. And the Rams, the Rams are going to collect another first-round pick that they're just going to trade away next year or whenever that is.
The Rams are like, we need them picks now since we traded everything away.
Yeah. By the way, I love this tweet from a guy. He said it's about the Browns. He said, "Okay, so we traded down in 2011 with the Falcons so they could get a wide receiver named Julio Jones, and we got a defensive tackle named Phil Taylor. That strategy worked out well then, so I can't see how this passing on Travis Hunter for a defensive tackle doesn't work out as well. Go Browns."
Thanks, asshole.
Hey, I didn't say it. That was another guy. I'm just quoting it. I wasn't even trying to look for it either. It just came up. It's like they wanted me to see it.
Thanks.
Hey, listen. There's one of your fellow Browns guys.
Yep.
He feels your pain, bro.
Oh, Edge, you got to get your hard hat like that, dude.
No.
You need to paint your face like that.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. You can paint. Bye, Mr. Producer. You can paint your bald head like that.
No.
Oh, yeah. Face paint, head paint.
Head paint.
Line.
Head paint. You know what I can see right now? Hunter. I mean, oops. No, he's gonna get Sanders painted on it when they draft Shedeur Sanders. And in all seriousness, how would you feel if the Browns drafted Shedeur?
This late? I'm okay with that late.
Late? Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it late.
Okay.
Yeah, he's super cheap now.
Yeah, listen.
Super cheap. Yeah.
Browns in the 5th round finally get Shedeur Sanders. Sanders falls to the 5th round.
Right. Browns draft them. Yeah, I'm okay with
draft.
that late in the draft. Cheap. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's gonna sit behind Flacco. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, listen. Now let me have some fun with this. Now that Shedeur keeps falling, does he fall further than Will Levis did? Because it's a very similar trajectory, right? Will Levis was talked about being a top 5 pick in that draft 2 years ago.
I think Will Levis got screwed and he went to a bad situation.
And isn't Will Levis the one that went to draft night and just sat?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's an example of one. Hard hat, sad brown fan, Patrick's phone background. That's exactly right, Mrs.
Oh, that's a good one, Shannon.
That is exactly right.
I really appreciate you guys laughing at my misery here as a Browns fan. Thank you guys.
All right, I'm gonna give you.
That's been your life as a Browns fan. That's been your life as a Browns fan. We're just joining in.
That is true.
So the Browns have which pick in the second round?
The second, technically.
34. Okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna trade. They're gonna trade up to 33 and trade like 3 future first-round picks to get Shedeur Sanders.
No, this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna trade. They're gonna trade with either the Bills or the Chiefs at 30 or 31 to get Sanders in the first round.
I see the Bills doing that with the Bills.
Yeah, one of those two teams is going to make a trade to move out they'll probably pick up an extra couple of late round picks, and Sanders will be a first round pick for the Browns.
I can see that.
That's the only thing left that makes any sense.
Now that Jackson Dart is gone, right? Like, I mean, he's no longer available.
So,
hell, even the Eagles might do it.
So what do you think the Ravens are going to do here at 27?
They're going to get a deep. They might take. They're such a defensive-minded team.
I could see them taking Will Johnson.
I could see them definitely taking Will Johnson at this point.
Browns had the 33rd and 36th.
I could see them trading both of those picks, combining those two to get to like somewhere between 30 and 32.
I think they'll probably give up one, and one of the ones that they got from Jacksonville, one of the late.
Oh yeah, there you go. Flip that. Yep, flip that. Yep,
and then send it over to.
I think. Listen, I don't know about trading up to as much as they did for it, but like James Pierce based on the virtue of the pick alone is a great pick.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like I mean, because what they got Walker earlier, and now they got Pierce. I mean, that's two good pieces, man. I mean, and if I'm a Falcons fan, I feel a lot different about this draft than I do about last year's already. Because if I'm a Falcons fan last year, no disrespect, Donnie, I was not. And that's being a Penix fan. I was not thrilled about it. Maybe I am now, but like
the Giants have more quarterbacks on the roster than wins last year.
Is Drew Lock still there, or didn't Drew Lock leave as a free agent?
He left as a free agent.
Didn't he re-sign in Seattle? Now that I think of it,
Lock? No, I don't think so. I think he went to.
Didn't he go to a former team or something like that? Go back to a former team.
Well, maybe he did go to see it. Well,
Mrs. Influence has a good question for you.
No, it doesn't. So Mike says that the Browns have 33 and 36.
Yeah.
I'm checking on Drew Lock, by the way. Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, he went back to Seattle. Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Because he was with the Rams, wasn't he?
No.
He was with the Giants last year.
With the Giants. I'm sorry, he was with the Giants. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, because he started out with the Broncos.
Yeah.
That was like Val Savior until he wasn't.
So he wasn't a lock.
No, he was not. You know what? He drew up a certain play and it didn't work.
The Ravens pick is in.
So what picks did I miss since I was gone?
Shedeur Sanders going to the Falcons.
What was the last pick that you got?
The Falcons traded up
there
for
he
Pierce.
is.
Yeah, nothing has happened since.
The Ravens pick safety Malaki Starks.
Oh,
that's a
there
good
you go.
pick.
Michigan.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I did not. I decided to leave the game. There's still a lot of lightning in the area. They're not going to finish this. If they do, it's going to be like midnight when it's done.
Yeah, screw that.
And I got to drive to Chattanooga tomorrow.
Choo choo.
Well, I mean, if you're going there, you're obviously going to see Shannon, because I know I wouldn't drive that far to see Eric.
I am going to leave that one alone.
Yep.
That's because you're a very smart man.
All right, so the Ravens, the Lions are next, boys.
Man,
they need defensive tackle. They need an edge, offensive guard, wide receiver, and a center.
I would add to that defense because until Aiden Hutchinson can get back, you need a dog in the middle of that on that line. So
yeah, that makes sense.
So I could see a defensive tackle easily being something, but because they've got a good secondary, so I think I could see like a D tackle being good.
And that's another reason the Falcons probably jump back up, because the Lions would have definitely taken somebody like Pierce as well.
Yeah. By the way, is that Miss Influence, is that like the Mad TV thing going, stop? No. I can do it myself. I can do it myself. Stop. I can do it myself. I can do it myself. Yeah,
Come on.
Eric. Stop.
Can somebody trade, please? Let's go.
Browns for Shador. I'm going to
I just wanna
manifest
see
this.
chaos. No chaos.
Yeah, I see the Lions and Commanders just taking a pick, filling a hole here. I don't
What do
see
you
them
think?
trade.
What do you think the Commanders are going to do? Not to jump ahead too much, but
I mean, they'll keep bolstering the defense. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
they need.
yeah,
It says they need a wide receiver and running back. They probably do, but they don't need them as badly as they
I
probably
feel like
need.
they have so many. I feel like they have so many running back that just aren't good. You know, like I mean, they just have a roster full of them, and it's like I have them, but I don't want to use any of them. Isn't that like Brian Robinson Jr. in them?
Mrs. Linfluencer, they need a dog in the middle of the line or a beast.
That's right. They need an absolute beast in the middle of that line, Mrs. Influencer. Absolute monster, a beast. Man, my Sanders will be there at 33 tomorrow for the Browns. Last 5 picks all have solid
QBs. I agree.
QBs.
Again, they're not trading up because they can't get him where they are at. They're trading up to give him the PR benefit of being a first-round draft pick.
Yeah. To me, this is a very talented, like, defensive draft.
Yeah.
But a team like the Falcons, I guess, is putting a premium on trying to get some of those elite players in the defensive positions. So that's why it was worth giving up a 1. I don't know.
It's funny you say that because it seems like there's been all defense drafted. There's a lot of offensive guys that have been drafted too. It's a 50-50 right now.
It is. Like I
But
said,
it seems like it's like 75-25 defense.
Well, I mean, I can speak for the Colts. I did not expect Tyler Warren to be available at 15. I just didn't. I mean, I guess we got lucky with where needs were for the teams for the 14 picks in front of us, but I thought Tyler Warren was going to be taken earlier than that. I mean, I know it's not classic for tight ends to get drafted that high, but man, Mr. Producer, I love your iconic pictures of your scorecard and your hats for whatever night you're doing it. They're always good.
I appreciate that. I never got the Instagram one up though, so I guess I'll just let that one go by.
Well, I like it, and I'm sure Samantha does too.
Probably doesn't even know it exists.
You what?
She probably doesn't even know it exists.
I don't know. I think she does.
Yeah. Listen, I'm hopeful. Okay.
I appreciate that.
All right, so let's see. Lions are on the clock. The pick is in.
Lions take Shador Sanders.
Yeah, there's actually been 15 offensive players and 12 defensive players drafted,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
How many of the offensive players were linemen though?
Man, I'm wearing a
Five.
I'm wearing a snapback like Ed was.
I got you, boy.
Yeah, like if I put it backwards, what?
There you go.
I can't pull it off like you. I can't pull off a snapback backwards. Not like you. Not with this hair. I look like a dope. You look cool doing it.
I'm wearing
I can pull up. Listen, I can do a fitted backwards. I just can't. It's hard for me to do a snapback backwards.
Right,
I can't do a snapback forwards. My hair gets caught in it.
That's a bad
Sorry,
problem.
Virgil. There were 6 offensive linemen, 3 guards, 3 tackles taken.
Okay.
Yeah, I look dumb. You look cool.
All right, so who do we get? Like Mike Green is the best fit for the Lions right now.
Yeah.
Will Johnson is still there, cornerback.
Listen, Will Johnson's gonna be a steal at this point, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were saying there's his knee that was the issue.
Yeah, I know. Donnie, where's your Jaguars hat?
I don't have one.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I was very close to pulling out all my hats, and when that team was picking, I was going to put that hat on. But
well, I mean,
the Panthers picked what I wanted, so
you stay with them, baby.
Stay with them.
But you're not a Panthers fan. You're a Jaguars fan.
No, I'm a Panthers fan. That was a joke. That was hashtag
that was a
content.
joke? Wait a second. That was a joke?
That was hashtag content.
But they're the Florida Fighting Donnies.
All right. The Lions select defensive lineman Talik Williams with the 28th overall out of the Ohio State.
It's a good pick.
No, Patrick, they were sellers, and I was not a buyer.
That's a good one.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a good one.
I like this pick for the
Listen,
Lions.
are you up to chat about that?
Anytime.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Enough with the puns there. All right. So pick 28 is we're good there. Now you
Once again, another team that needs a cornerback that will not take Will Johnson.
Well,
Will Johnson is going to fall into the second round, and he's going to get picked up by somebody.
I think this speaks to the fact of, those injury risks that a lot of teams are not willing to take those risks anymore.
Yeah.
And let me use an example. My own team, Latu last year, right? He dropped to 15 or 14, whatever he was, because he was the top, edge player available, and he got hurt this year.
Yeah.
Those, I think people are learning from other teams that have taken players that are injury risks. You're not gonna invest first round draft capital in it. These picks get more and more valuable every year, and you're not going to waste that draft. I mean, we'll put it this way: there's a lot more.
Because you're expected to be successful right away.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even if you're not the number one pick, like if you're the first round pick for your team, you're expected to be like a difference maker.
Right.
Even if you're at 30, I mean, less so at 30 than you are if you're a team that picks in the top 15.
Right.
But still, I mean, when you're a first round pick, you're a first round pick.
True. And you're expected to play as such.
Exactly.
Whether you're number 1 or 32, doesn't
matter. Exactly.
All right, we got 4 picks left. So we got the Washington Commanders, the Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Panthers.
Quarterback is going to go.
So
at this point, sit there, don't trade, keep your picks, draft Shedeur Sanders tomorrow.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on here. Patrick Mahomes needs a solid backup.
You got Carson Wentz.
Yeah, but do you believe in Carson Wentz?
God, no.
So, Mr. Producer, I like that you brought that up. So, I think the transaction is going to go like this. The Chiefs will select Shedeur Sanders, and they follow that up, and they're going to trade Carson Wentz to the Browns for 3 future first round draft picks.
That's GM thinking right there. Exactly.
It is not. You shut your mouth.
I mean, you're going to need for me to calm down.
I don't need you to calm the hell down. Is what I need you to do.
Listen, can I please manifest another quarterback for the Browns, because Carson Wentz would be a perfect fit in Cleveland. Listen, I already had to put up with him for a year. Okay.
Did you actually really?
No, I did. I really. Well, listen, I don't even think I even tolerated Carson Wentz.
No one did.
Yeah. Listen, he did about as well in Indy as he did in Washington. Ever since he came back from like that 14th injury, he just wasn't the same.
John Morant will not return against the Oklahoma City game, and he's out, hip injury.
Listen, I'm still mourning over the Jimmy Butler injury yesterday.
He's out.
I know. Why do you think I'm in mourning?
Yeah, Morant being out, I mean, that was going to happen. There's no way Grizzlies are going to have Phoenix on.
Yeah. They're comparing. There's a NFL memes comparing the general manager for the Mavericks to the general manager of the Browns.
Oh wow.
Nico and Andrew.
Nico, yeah.
See, I would only compare them if Garrett ended up leaving Cleveland.
Ugh.
Well, we're miles away from that.
There it is. There it is.
Okay. Hey, the pick is in for the Washington Commanders.
Shedeur Sanders.
They don't need a quarterback. They got a great quarterback, dude.
Oh, I know they do, bro. It's called Go Tigers.
Yeah, it's called no.
Go Tigers. Wait, do I need to do my Coach O, even though he didn't play under him? No, he came from a really, really good program.
You mean
Brown-
you can't do a fake Brian?
You're cutting off, buddy. You're cutting off.
I'm sorry.
My burner says Go Tigers.
Go nuts.
All right, their best fit is Mike Green out of Marshall. Let's see if that's who they grab.
No,
I thought Mike Green was going to go earlier than this.
Again, it's not a bad thing if you go late in the first round
Yeah.
because that means you're going to a really good team.
Do you think Mike Green didn't go because they thought he was Mike Greenberg?
Unreal.
Greenberg.
Offensive line, Josh Cornerly Jr. out of Oregon
Okay.
is going to Washington.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's never. I don't know much about him personally, but
He's a big boy.
he's a big boy. Well,
Yeah.
Listen, investing in your offensive line to protect your franchise quarterback, never
Not
a bad move.
thing. Yeah.
Listen, wish the Colts would have done it when they first got Andrew Luck, but instead we had that numbskull Ryan Grigson, who said, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to get a can't miss quarterback prospect and put no offensive line talent in front of him, so that way poor Andrew Luck didn't have a spleen anymore because it got like basically got shredded to pieces because he got hit so many flipping times." That's my Eric moment. It's terrible.
By the way, he is 6'4", 311 pounds.
Oh my word, that is a big boy,
That's a boy right there.
man.
All right, so now we
Man.
got the Buffalo Bills. They need cornerback, wide receiver, defensive tackle, edge, and a safety. You got Will Johnson still there.
So Shedeur Sanders.
You got Mike Green there.
So then he had backup quarterback. So Shedeur Sanders.
He's not that big. I am comparable. That's a big boy, 313 pounds. I'm 6'2", 220. And I'm not that big.
Are you only 6'2"?
Yeah.
I thought you were like 7'4" or something like that.
No, 6'2".
Because I'm a shorty, so I'm just like I look up and I'm like, dang, he's tall.
All right, let's see. Come on, let's go already. Let's go. Let's roll these through.
Let's see. Shedeur Sanders. I'm gonna manifest this.
Okay. Go ahead. What you gonna manifest?
Shedeur Sanders. Or Carson Wentz going to Cleveland, one of the two.
You soft 300.
Soft. Yeah. By the way, Virgil, how do you spell that? SAWFT. Soft.
Okay. No.
Man, Virgil knows what I'm talking about.
Let's not.
He's the only one.
Yeah, because I don't.
I do. Do I sound better or am I still breaking up?
You're good.
No, you're good.
Oh yeah, no. Like I said, Patrick's the realest guy in the room right now.
Really?
They're talking wrestling right now.
Oh,
I
I
know.
love it. I
I
love
wanted to
it.
get a couple of realies in there, though.
All right, come on. Now.
I'm still
Yeah.
I'm still manifesting Sanders to the Chiefs.
Yeah, Brett, I like that, Virgil. Virgil, do you think that Donnie would be a good member of the Bushwhackers?
Absolutely.
What? What are we fucking
Man,
talking about?
Donnie would be a great member of the Bushwhackers. The missing third brother.
The missing third, yes.
All right.
Okay.
I think it's in. The pick is in for the Bills.
I can see the facial expressions now, Virgil.
Would I be considered old man bushwhacker?
No, you'd probably be considered the intelligent bushwhacker.
And probably the youngest, honestly.
Probably the youngest. That's a good point.
All right, let's go, Bills. Let's see. Shador Sanders to the Bills.
Please tell me that happened.
No.
Darn it.
So we got.
Let me guess. They got Khalil Shakir.
I mean, you got what? Will Johnson, Campbell, linebacker out of
Listen.
Alabama, offensive tackle.
If
Josh
you're
Evans.
if you're a team like the Bills in the first round like this, Will Johnson has enough upside for me that you take a chance on him without
I
him
agree.
jumping.
I think that's a good. Yeah.
That's a good pick for them, honestly, if they go for that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, as someone who rooted for the Bills quite a few times last year, they have a glaring need in the secondary. And I know bad secondaries. I'm a Colts fan.
Well, the other thing is Hairston out of Kentucky is another cornerback that's been sitting there behind him
Yep.
all night long, too.
All night long?
All night. Only
Wow.
one cornerback has been picked in this draft so far.
The spread of where people have come from, too. There's 3 Ohio State, 3 Georgia, 3 Michigan, only 1 Alabama player.
Which is
How long has it
wild
been?
to me.
How long has it been since Alabama only had 1 guy in the first
I
round?
agree.
But the fact that you've got, I mean, basically this with the recent history of the team's successes, you've got Miami, Colorado, Penn State, LSU, Michigan, Boise State, Missouri, Arizona, Texas, Michigan, top 10
Hell.
players. I mean, that's such a widespread. That's what NIL's done.
Yeah. North Dakota State has what, 2?
No, they just got the 1. They got that 1 offensive guard. You got Texas A&M's got 1. North Carolina's got 1. Hell, Ole Miss has got a couple.
Doesn't Texas A&M have 1?
Yeah, A&M's got 1.
Penn State's got Tyler Warren, baby.
You got 2 from Penn State.
Yeah, 2 from Penn.
You got 2 from Ole Miss.
I was going to say 2 from,
You got 2 from Oregon.
Hotty toddy, baby.
But again, Alabama 1, LSU 1.
Yeah. Although Will Johnson's a stud, man.
Oh,
Max Harrison.
we got a trade up. Eagles and Chiefs have swapped picks.
I knew this was going to happen. Eagles take Shador Sanders, trade DTR to the Browns.
Shut your face. Harrison out of Kentucky goes to the Bills.
Okay. Thought it might be Shador, but okay.
Oh, nice for Kentucky to get a first rounder.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Listen, may he rest in peace, but man, I love Jared Lorenzen.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I saw Lorenzen play for the Lexington Horsemen in the Arena League against the Vipers.
Man,
that was a fun time.
Man, I loved Lorenzen. I mean, rest in all seriousness, rest in peace to him. But man,
How old was he?
He was in his 30s, wasn't he?
30s, either late 30s or early 40s, I think.
yeah. Former quarterback for the New York Giants, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. So one of my friends posted what Prime said. He said that Shador was going to be a top 5 pick.
Did he say what round?
He did not. So I love this. Like, this was back in this was on May 1st of last year when he posted that. And someone put up a community note on Twitter that said, Rears added context. Shador Sanders was not a top 5 draft pick. I love the community notes.
There was something on here earlier that ESPN, I think when they got to like number 22, they put a thing up there that said ESPN's pre-draft said that there was a 96% chance that Sanders would go in the first 21 picks. Guess they were off on that.
Eagles take Shador in order to trade him later. Rest of the NFL says no thanks. We're good.
We're good. It's a hard pass. We good. You can keep him.
So do the Browns and Chiefs swap spots between 32 and 33 now?
Good question.
Why would you at that point?
Right. I know.
I'm the Browns. I'm staying put at this point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They must really think
the Eagles just drafted an Alabama player, Jihad Campbell.
Jihad Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell's going to the Eagles at 32.
That was quick.
Yeah, Jihad Campbell. So that makes 2 Alabama players in the first round, right?
Yeah. Why would you move up and swap places with Kansas City for a guy that you could have got with the next pick unless you thought Kansas City was going to take him, I guess?
Right.
That's the only thing I can think of. But now but then they heard Virgil's sage-like advice to say, we're going to take Shador Sanders with the next pick and then trade him to the Browns. Trade Carson Wentz to the Browns. So
if they go with Sanders, you guys will never hear the end of it. I will talk about this every episode I have a chance.
Please do. Because you know what I'll do every time you do it? Go Pokes.
Go.
I mean, no relation. I understand that, but it would just be another opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. We got 1 pick in, baby. What we getting?
Look, Ed's in a 3-point stance to go to bed right now.
He is. He is. He's like, Patrick won't shut up. I need to get off this stream.
I wake up at 4:45 in the morning, man.
Yes, sir. I wake up at 4, bro.
No, you don't.
Yes,
that is a choice too, by the way. So
yeah,
you can make better choices.
Bro, ask me what time I was up this morning.
Why?
4.
Why?
Because I woke up.
Did you go back to bed?
No.
I was up before Ed. I was up at 4 o'clock. That's what time I got home from working last night.
Yeah, you were up, and then you had to go pee, and then go right back to bed.
I got home at 4 o'clock, went to bed, got up at 9 o'clock, went back to work.
Y'all fucked up. I can't do that.
Shador doesn't get drafted in the first round. The Browns pick Jalen Milroe with the 33rd pick. That would be a Browns pick. Jalen Milroe.
It would be a Browns pick.
Yeah. Shador Sanders
Dude,
on the board.
that's an FU pick.
Yeah.
That is. Listen, you know what? I could see it happening.
Yeah, so can I. That's the problem.
And then the Browns will take Shador Sanders at 36. So then, because we got to have 4 quarterbacks so we can keep pushing up that number of quarterbacks since 1999. Listen, the Browns are going to keep collecting quarterbacks until they can say 99 since 99. I mean, they're almost halfway there.
Or they could say they've had 99 problems and ain't one of them turned out.
Well, I was going to say they had 99 problems, and every one of them, is one.
Come on, boys. Let's go. Just get it done already.
Take every bit of the 10 minutes, boys. Come on, let's go.
I'll leave you guys here and just hit the end stream.
Okay, so let's see. Here's another blockbuster. The Cowboys trade back into the first round for the final pick because Jerry Jones has a massive ego and takes Shedeur Sanders.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
And then he follows that up with Brian Schottenheimer's been fired as the Dallas Cowboys head coach, and Prime becomes the next Cowboys head coach.
Well, I made it home before the first round was over. That's a victory.
So the mayor told you he was going to.
I said you'll probably get there. Are we live again tomorrow night?
We're first round people.
No, we will not be live tomorrow.
No,
at least I won't.
Going to be out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do the show from a hotel room in Chattanooga tomorrow if you want me to. Just go over the second round.
Let's let's see how the days goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just see how the day goes. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to Chattanooga Brewing Company for dinner, so I may be completely schnockered during it, but it may be fun.
Who knows, right?
Oh man, that'd be a good opportunity.
Ooh, someone's headed to Delmarva.
Ooh.
Go Shorebirds.
I'll be in Durham.
Joe, I want to hear your opinion on Delmarva. That's been on my list for kind of just curious by it.
I got Cosmic Ball tomorrow night.
Yeah, Mrs. Influencer. I don't know if you're still on, but can we get a wellness check on Grumpy?
We'll be 78 of 120. Okay. All right. Joe's making the rounds.
Listen, I live vicariously through my burner account, okay? My burner account is the one that actually travels. I don't, I make it to a couple of places, but I don't have the extensive travels that my burner account has.
You've got 2 games under your belt, right?
3.
3 now. Okay.
Which is probably like half of what I did all last season. So, I'm on a great pace at the moment.
I still got to finalize my Michigan trip.
Let's see. I've got one on Saturday if it doesn't get rained out.
Don't say anything like that, okay?
Ooh.
I know, right? Ooh, Joe's going to go to Modesto in July. I love that, Joe.
Way to go, Joe. You'll like it.
Good for you, bro. It's a great stadium.
It does. In all honesty, it does have the feel of a high school stadium.
Too.
But it's
Joe, does that mean we can actually win a game?
Well, I mean, they're playing the AAA team, so I mean, I feel like they got a chance.
Well, listen, I just need us to get out of April because this has not been a fun month, particularly the second half of it. Because
well, Kansas City's already got their pick in. They didn't waste no time.
They're like, Virgil, man, let's go home, man. We ain't got time
Virgil.
for this.
Virgil. The only problem is that the Jays have a lineup like a single A team.
Oh.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Thanks,
We're
Mike.
just hanging out here talking some foosball.
I mean, I know I was only here for like 5 minutes, but what a long 5 minutes it was for everybody.
I mean,
Mike is who I was working with last night. He was out there, although I had a longer drive home than he did. But
why do you have to one up him like that?
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Yeah,
but Mike, why do you take that from him?
I mean, look at this. Read on the screen. He was just very complimentary, and you just had to go and be a one-upper and just one-up him like that. How do you feel about that?
How do you sleep at night?
Yeah,
do you feel I don't. I sleep in the day.
He doesn't.
Yeah. Do you feel a little guilty now?
No, not really.
Oh, just wait. In 2 weeks, I've got 3 nights in a row, or maybe 4 nights out of 5 in a row working, starting on a Sunday night.
By the way, how's your apartment in Ohio doing there, Donnie?
Oh, I'm not going back to Ohio anymore.
No, since you basically live there. Look at this.
Jason told me that the Cleveland Monsters told him that their sales have been down all year because I haven't been there.
You see what you did? He feels so marginalized, I mean, all he does is just pay compliments to the show that you're on. You just sit there and you say, Well, I have a longer drive than he does.
Marginalized.
Yeah. I mean, I have a longer drive than he does. I mean, let's just make poor
I
Mike
didn't mean
feel
it
bad.
that way. I'm just saying.
No, I mean, it was taken that way. Let's just be honest.
No,
You
no.
put the words
It
out
wasn't taken that way. It was Patrick took it that way and just wanted to exploit it.
Exactly.
I'm insulted that you would even say something like that.
Oh, Joe, appreciate you listening.
Thank you, Joe.
man.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. Joe, appreciate you always getting on, my man. We appreciate all you guys in the chat always joining us.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I
This
mean,
was fun, man. I
was gonna say.
this was our first like really draft show, really.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, we're almost 4 hours here. It's pretty good.
yeah. This is a
All right, so let's finish it strong. What do the Kansas City Chefs do now?
Why are you asking? You already know what I said.
listen. My answer is this: what Virgil said.
What did Virgil say?
Sanders.
Shador
Oh,
Sanders.
nice.
This is going to happen.
Patrick Mahomes needs a viable backup. He needs a successor.
I
Listen.
didn't take you serious when you said it the first time.
Listen, I'm a fellow Patrick, so I can speak for Patrick Mahomes because we have the same first name. He definitely wants Shador Sanders.
I think they take Darius Alexander out of Toledo.
Really?
I guess if you want to be practical about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go for like fit or like area,
For
like
need or
positions of
something,
need,
huh?
like who the heck does that anymore?
Yeah, what a
Not-
sensible pick.
it's-
Donnie.
Yeah, it's not like most of the first round's been like that or anything. I don't know where you get
Did you
that.
not know what the type of show this is? We don't go for the general manager type show, okay? We go for what the people want.
I was
And
just taking a shot at one time being right.
Yeah. Donnie, controversy creates cash.
That's right. Hashtag right.
He is not. They're picking
Yeah.
Josh Simmons,
Yeah,
offensive
Donnie,
tackle.
and Virgil, you know what I'm talking about because in that book, controversy creates cash.
Oh, see, I was thinking where that was coming from, and now I remember that book.
Yeah, and now you know.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, the Chefs are selecting
back
offensive tackle Josh
And
Simmons.
better than ever.
So another
I'm
Ohio State
back.
guy.
Yep, Ohio State. So Ohio State has the most picks now.
Man,
There he is, guys.
So, is there anybody that was at the stage that did not get picked?
Yes.
Should- so was it telling? Well, that's a good question because Shador was what he was in Texas.
Yeah, he wasn't there. I'm trying to remember who all they introduced at the beginning of the show.
Jackson Dart was there.
No.
Was he not?
He was.
No, because Dart wasn't projected to be first. I mean, he was
No, but I'll tell you this: I liked Jackson Dart's glasses. He was looking clean.
This is what pisses me off, guys. After everything that's done, this whole first round is done. The Cleveland Browns could have had Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders in the second round,
Yeah.
and they fucked it up.
I mean, they're making room for Rodgers.
Oh, I hate you so much right now.
I'm so glad you're part of this show, Mr. Producer.
I'm glad to be a part of this.
Man.
Ed's probably regretting offering the invitation.
That's some bullshit right
Oh,
there.
don't worry. We'll overrule him and still invite you anyway.
Boys, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. Let's do this again, huh?
Oh, yeah.
This was a lot of fun. So, yeah, Jalen Milrow was there. Mike.
Oh, yeah. Milrow was out there on the stage at the
Really?
beginning.
I'm surprised he was there.
Look,
I guess for first round.
he's just flowing along with the tide. So, it's just.
You messed that up. He was rolling with the tide, along with the tide, not
Zach,
flowing.
Virgil,
along.
please burn your shirt.
What's up, Beeson?
Oh, it's good to see you, Mr. Beeson.
Yes, Mr. Beeson. By the
So you
way,
want me shirtless is what you're saying. Okay, we can do
yeah,
that.
Let's not do that. Let's not
yeah,
do that.
Mr.
Hey, you guys want hashtag for the content? Okay.
Yeah, By the way, you want to know? Speaking of Zach Beeson, you want to know how you're a big deal when you ask a minor league baseball team a question and then they answer you within minutes to make sure you get the answer because that's what Zach Beeson gets is when he asks a question, that man gets answers.
So
I believe it was the
Will
Chattanooga
Johnson
Lookout.
was there too.
Was he?
Yeah, Will Johnson and Milrow, I think, are the only two that were not. Oh no, and Shamar Turner from Texas A&M was also there.
Okay.
Those were the three that were there that weren't drafted.
I was a little surprised Turner wasn't taken.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people probably will be.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no, I'm sorry, not Turner. I had the wrong. There was a Shamar Stewart that was there from Texas.
So now
Wait a minute, do they
officially
have
the
the name
Browns
wrong?
are on the clock, technically, right? And they're number 33. Right? Obviously, second round hasn't started. It'll be tomorrow. Best available, Will Johnson, still there, cornerback.
Yeah.
Best fit for the Cleveland Browns. Guess what it is?
Sanders, isn't it?
Shador Sanders.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Shamar
Let me
Stewart
tell you.
was picked. He was the one from A&M that was there. So
Yeah.
he was picked. So Milrow and Will Johnson were the only
That's
two
it. Those
there.
are the only two left.
By the way, how does Shador Sanders like his eggs?
Please tell me.
Sunny side up, because he's getting drafted during the day when the sun is up. Boom.
Guys, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for everybody.
We'll
for
finish
being
on
with
that
us.
one.
You really scrambled on that joke.
I
You
did.
did.
Listen, it was over easy, okay? So.
Have a wonderful night, guys. Be safe. We'll see you guys on the next show. Yeah.
See you
okay.
Tuesday.
Sure.